Welcome, YouTube family. The year is 2016. We face a threat unlike anything before. An enemy without nations threatens peace. Terrorism grips the world in fear. In the face of a war that cannot be fought with armies, the UN devised a multinational group of peacekeepers, the counter-terrorists, freedom's first line of defense. Facing impossible odds against an enemy without borders, they stand as the only force able to combat this growing danger on its own terms. World governments call them Rainbow Six. What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege live stream. And as you can see, some of our massive family members have already joined up on us inside of our squad. Awesome. So, how'd you guys even find out? How'd you guys find out this early? This is great. We're gonna move into some multiplayer. It's been a while since we played some Rainbow Six Siege on the channel. I've been missing it, I gotta admit. This is definitely one of my favorite shooters that's come out in the past year and a half, 2 years even. It's great. It's a fantastic shooter. Tom Clancy and Ubisoft have been knocking out of the park recently. Rainbow Six Siege, The Division, Wildlands. Wildlands is shaping up to be a good game, at least from what we've seen. We're gonna have to wait until this year's E3 before I can really make a good assessment, but I feel like it's gonna be a smash hit. If it's good, and it looks like it is going to be good. I've always been a big fan of Ghost Recon, so I really hope they don't let this IP fall by the wayside. I've been a big fan of Rainbow Six Siege longer than I've been a big fan of Ghost Recon, but Rainbow Six Siege is doing nice, and I'm really happy about that, so hopefully we can get The Division and Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six Siege going nice all at the same time. That would be the dream. We'll see, I'm gonna reserve judgment on Wildlands. But once again, welcome YouTube family. We're hopping into a match of Team Deathmatch Hostage, and this is the Yacht, and I'm rolling as Frost. Since we are playing the first round as defense, this is gonna really tell us how our teammates are, how well we work with our teammates, and that's what it's all about. It's all about teamwork in a game like this. Now, since I actually don't play with people like via mic, we're going to need to be able to read their cues. We're going to be able to figure out what our teammates are looking to do before they actually do it, and without them telling us what they're going to do, because again, we're not using microphones, we're playing with strangers and some massive family members, and it's going to be a little tricky pulling this off, but I'm excited. We've done really well in the past with this whole setup that we got going here, so if you guys don't have any friends that own the game, you could still have a lot of fun with Rainbow Six Siege. In fact, using mics isn't necessary. It's obviously like far and superior to not using microphones, but it's still entirely possible. Alright, let's do this. I'm hearing some drones. There we go. Look at that sneaky little drone. Damn. Damn, I know what you... Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I gotta take these headphones off. I'm using some headphones. I was trying to use them anyway, but they are not working, so I'm just gonna have to use my speakers. That drone was trying to bait me into attacking the girl, into attacking her hostage. I'm not gonna be doing that. No chance in hell. Alright, let's set up these traps. Unfortunately, I wasted precious few seconds that we've got. I'm actually really kind of sad that we're not going to be able to use headphones, because headphones are really life and death. It's almost like you're cheating when you're using a good pair of headphones, because you're able to hear all around you. And sound is possibly the most important aspect of Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, visuals are important as well, but being able to hear the enemy before they can even see you, that is huge. That is a game changer. In fact, when I'm not streaming, I'm able to listen like 100%. I'm not talking. I've got my headphones set up, all that stuff. It's ridiculous, man. It's not even fair. I can tell which people aren't using headsets and stuff like that. It feels like I'm cheating, I swear. It's whoa, whoa, whoa! It's so worth it. I have eyes on terrorists. And yes, I know those aren't terrorists, but whatever the enemy is, those are the terrorists. This war on terror. Oh, crap! Damn! What? How much damage did I do? Oh, almost took Ash down. Unfortunately, she was using an assault rifle. I really shouldn't have been that ballsy with my shotgun. Damn, did you see that? I don't think her bullets actually hit me, at least on the camera. There's a bit of a problem with hit detection in Rainbow Six Siege, but you can't really Can't really do anything about that. I mean, this isn't CSGO. This is a console shooter. Oh, crap, I see him, Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you got it, man. It's 1 versus 4. We just have smoke. They have 4 people. I don't know if we're going to... Oh, crap. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to pull that off. Unfortunately, we were not able to pull that off. Round 1 is a complete loss. The enemy team seems pretty put together. I don't know. We'll have to gauge how we feel about our teammates during the attack round. But I definitely should have been a little more careful with that. Still, sometimes that Super 90... I feel like the Super 90 may have been nerfed. I'm not sure. But when Frost and Buck first released with the Black Ice expansion to Rainbow Six Siege, the Super 90 could easily, not one shot, but it could easily take somebody's health from 100% to 0% in a few shots at medium range. Like, I believe 2 shots was all it took to take down 100% health if you were dead on, if your aim was centered around their head, which my aim was centered around her head that time around, but still, I'm pretty satisfied with the damage I did. Just... not my life expectancy. That was a little lower than I had originally anticipated. We are moving in as Ash this time around, which means we're a fast mobile breaching unit. And we also have another fast mobile breaching unit that cannot breach from a distance, however, and that is, of course, Sledge. I'm not seeing any bear traps up by these stairs, which is a good sign. Although that could just be a sign that we don't have Frost the enemy team, or they're just... Yeah, we're probably looking in the wrong direction, actually. We located some on the 2nd floor, so I'm gonna head back downstairs as soon as I possibly can. In fact, I may stick with the drones after the 5 seconds expires. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the drones, definitely. If you guys are wondering when the next Battlefront stream is gonna be, it's most likely gonna be tomorrow. Because that is April 5th, the release of Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim Expansion Pack to everybody, not just Season Pass holders. And it's also the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is also very hype. And we're going to have another Star Wars Battlefront live stream very soon after tomorrow because I want to talk about The Force Awakens with you guys. And I'm going to give you guys just a day or so to watch it again on Blu-ray, but... then I gotta do the stream, because I don't want to wait any longer. I've been waiting so long. Alright, we found where they are. I've been waiting so long to talk about The Force Awakens on live stream, and I've been extremely cautious of spoilers. I didn't want to spoil anything for you guys, and now the time has passed. We don't have to worry about spoilers anymore. I'm not seeing anybody taking point on the enemy team. It looks like they're... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Damn, I couldn't scan that for my teammates. It looks like they're trying to play it safe a little bit. We do have Frost on the enemy team, which we have to be careful of. Alright. I'm no longer going to be running around. It's too dangerous. In fact, I'm going to raise my volume a little bit. I want to make sure that I can hear these guys. My teammates are already opening fire. It's 3 versus 4. We took down Capcan, but they took down Blitz. And we were already short a team member. Someone did disconnect on our team. I'm seeing an armored door, so they do have Castle with them. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see him down there. Nice, nice. Whoa, crap! Oh, crap! Run, run, run. Reload, reload. Get ready for hip fire. Oh, talk about giving me a heart attack. We got a good kill. Someone was aiming through the walls and... Whoa, holy crap. Where are they? I see him, I see him. Oh, damn! Holy shit! Pardon my language. You know what? I'm not even mad. That was great. That was fucking good. Pardon my language. Damn, man! Holy crap! Yo, she must have gotten a headshot. Honestly, it was a little easier for her to aim on us than it was for us to aim on her because our entire body was exposed. She just had a little bit of her body exposed as she was going prone. And it looks like she was able to nail a headshot. That's impressive. Impressive. Most impressive. Thank you for that revive, teammate. I appreciate that. It's now 2 versus 2. Unfortunately, I'm down to 50% health. Looks like our sniper up here is down to 50% health as well. Maybe even a little lower. So this is going to be a tight match. No way around that. You know what? I'm going to toss another cam. That's what I'm going to do. We got to be super careful about this entire situation. How we go about it. Where we insert ourselves. This is going to be crazy. It's been a little while since I've played Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. We've had a lot of new games releasing. And DLC for games releasing as well, like Automatron, Outer Rim. So, I'm a little out of my element here. Just a little bit, but I'm having fun. This is a great game. Oh, damn, I have no idea where these guys are. We only have 2 enemies remaining. One of them is Frost, the other is Mute. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can head in here. Alright, we got some dead bodies, and aside from those dead bodies, we have no live targets. Oh, shit.
15 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Down to 1 friendly.
Well, where are these
10
guys?
seconds left.
Crap. We just have 10 seconds left, man. We got no time for this. No time for this crap. 2, 1, it's done. Round 2 lost. Time has expired. Oh, tricky. Look at that. Look at that. Did you see that? That's how we killed one of their teammates. They were peeking through the wood, the little holes in the wood that they made. So once more, we are playing as the defensive team, and instead of the Super 90, I'm considering going with a 9mm C1, which is actually what Frost used to take me down just a few minutes ago. But the thing is, this is a CQC map. It's a yacht. Come on, it's close quarters combat all the way. Oh, I don't know. It's a tough choice, honestly. You know what? I'm going to do something really different that I hope I'm not going to regret. I'm going to go with a 9mm C1 instead of the Super 90. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Cross my fingers that this is going to be a good play by us.
You need to keep the hostage secure. Fortify the room.
Yo, Massive, will you do another Rainbow Six Siege subscriber live stream? Definitely. We will definitely do another Rainbow Six Siege subscriber live stream. Technically, we are playing with subscribers today. I mean, if you guys have a copy of Rainbow Six Siege and you have a PlayStation 4, join up on us. In fact, we're playing with 2 massive family members right now inside of our team. Alright, where do we want these things? Oh, boy. I'm gonna place the first one over here. Once more. May not be the best idea, but whatever.
5 seconds left. The hostage location is compromised. Get ready. Op 4 has 20 on the hostage.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to place some over here as well. They're probably not going to be looking in the room too much, and hopefully they will be blinded by some of the shadows and their gun as well, because their gun is hanging pretty low, as you can see. It's taking up the bottom right-hand corner of their screen. So that's good for us. That's some great news, actually. And I'm going to hopefully grab some armor without... Oh my god! Oh, shit! Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. That's why you get your armor on pronto. Stat. Oh, damn! Did he take my friend down as well? Close. He almost got a double kill. I'm going to utilize these cameras to hopefully aid my team members as much as possible. This first round is going pretty rocky. We've got 2 team members at the bottom of the yacht. And those are the sole surviving team members. It's Rook and Doc. So we got 2 supports, basically. And looks like we've got Ash on the 2nd or 3rd floor of the yacht. She's making her rounds. 2nd floor of the yacht. Definitely 2nd floor. Oh, no, that was the 3rd floor. Wow, I was right the first time. No other eyes on further operators. The operators on the outside are... Whoa, we got an operator on the downstairs. It looks like that is... Yeah, that is Thatcher. And he took the camera out. But I believe Doc and Rook were able to spot that action. The rest of the cameras are pulling up clear. I'm going to go back down to operator view. We're currently following Rook, one of our 2 currently alive teammates. He has to face up against Thatcher, Ash, Blitz, and this sniper. I'm hearing some drones. The attackers are being very careful. Damn, unfortunately, Rook was not able to take the drone down. He's really exposing himself over here. Damn, they baited him and taken the drone out. Unfortunately, he was taken out instead of the drone. And we just have Doc remaining. Doc is going to be killed by Blitz to the right. Oh, damn! Blitz was almost taken out by Doc. Doc was able to do a self-revive, but that was not enough. Round 3 is lost, and our entire team has been eliminated. That was a crushing defeat. Looks like out of the gates, not doing so hot, but we'll see if we're able to have a bit of a better mojo going next round. Total defeat. Team deathmatch hostage. And hostage situation did not go well. I don't even remember. Oh, that's right. That's where I got that kill. It's like, I don't even remember where I got that kill. We got that kill when we shot somebody through the walls. They were being sneaky, but we were being sneakier. Ugh. Water. Life. Liquid life. It always stuck with me when I watched the Mortal Kombat movie. I think it came out in the 90s. But someone helped one of the mortal fighters against Sub-Zero. Water. I remember she brought 2 pails of water in, and she was heavily hinting like, yo, this is his weakness right here, boy. Water! That's his weakness! And then he, well, spoiler alert, mute it for the next 5 seconds if you don't want to hear it. He threw the water at Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero! And Sub-Zero froze the water, turned into a big spike, bam, impaled. And that is how water killed Sub-Zero. Let's go back to multiplayer. Let's do some more, well, I don't know if it's going to be hostage, bomb defusal, or what, but welcome to the massive family, welcome to the live stream, Warshark, welcome Anthony Ruff, welcome Jaegerbomb1892, shout out to Razor Plays, Boothy Boy, shout out to Alex Boston, shout out to Peter, shout out to Dejan, shout out to Matty Reeve, Viper Ninja, Mini G, shout out to Christian Atherson, shout out to A Guy, shout out to Wartooth, DJ, shout out to Jose Leon, shout out to Joey Specs, Phoenix Philbrick, Joth, Veda, shout out to Waxamero149, Ian Jones, Connor Martin, Ali Cool, shout out to, oh, actually that's Ali Cook. Shout out to Ali Cook 89, massive. When are you next streaming The Division? Probably the next few days. But we've got, honestly, we've got so many games. Oh, Quantum Break is going to be really hype. I've been following the development of it pretty closely. The technology that they're using to make the game look as good as it does is incredible. I mean, they've got to make it look pretty seamless because they got live action cutscenes coupled with, well, video games. Video game graphics, real-time graphics. That's pretty incredible. It's pretty big feats if they're able to pull it off properly. And it looks like they are able to pull it off properly. It's an amazing thing that they've been able to do. But yeah, I'm excited about that. We also have the Outer Rim tomorrow. We've got Uncharted 4 coming soon. Dark Souls 3 coming soon. Doom. Damn. It's an exciting time for video games. And we got Vive Oculus Rift releasing as well. Holy crap, man. Video games are sweet. Yep, that's right. Doom's coming out soon, Adrian. Will it have more than just a story? Depends on which game you're referencing. Quantum Break will be single player only. Team Deathmatch Hostage, Round 1, Defend. Let's do this, guys. Alright, so we are defending for the first round. I'm going to roll with the 9mm C1 or the Super 90S Frost. 9mm C1 will be a bit of a risk. We are playing at the house map, which is still extremely close quarters combat. So I'm tempted to go with the Super 90, but I'm going to go with the 9mm C1. It's a big risk, but let's confirm that loadout. The Super 90 is an awesome weapon, but I believe it was nerfed, so I'm going to roll with a 9mm C1 instead, which is a submachine gun that has decent stopping power. In fact, it has medium stopping power, which honestly is pretty impressive for a gun with that kind of maneuverability. The Super 90 shotgun used to be the best shotgun in the game. In fact, I could one-shot an operative with full health without body armor at medium range. Where that guy is? Wait, hold on. Alright, where Castle is, at this range, I could one-shot somebody with a Super 90. I don't think that's still possible. Holy crap, man. Watch out. Jesus. Friendly fire. Alright, where do we want these things? I'm going to place this... Oh, crap. Nowhere. I'm going to place it nowhere because we got this drone we got to take care of. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. You know, I'm just going to let my teammates work out that drone situation because I really don't want any friendly fire here. Drone is down. Alright, where do we want the rest of these?
10 seconds.
I'm going to place one right here.
5 seconds.
They'll most likely have their back to the wall, so I don't believe they'll actually spot that before they step on it. And they'll most likely be having their vision snap to the stairwell here, so they'll probably miss the bear trap. It's not a guarantee, but it is my hope. Alright, let's find a place we want to hide. Oh, shit. They've already found us. Holy crap, man. Alright, so from the fire that we got, I would assume that they're... Well, that's weird. Oh, I see him. Oh, damn, yeah, my teammate just got taken out. My red dot is too fat. I can't see. Nice, good kill, good kill. 4 versus 4. We just took down... Oh, damn, we took down Buck. He was probably using his marksman rifle. I'm hearing some gunfire, which sounds like it's coming from the north. Holy shit. 3 versus 4. Somebody is wrecking my boys in that room. I honestly don't know if we can take this guy. Mini Mayhem is doing the best he can, but it's still not enough.
One friendly operator remaining.
Damn. It's me versus 3 hostiles, and I don't even know where they are. I know they do have a heavy presence out of this room, and I'm pretty sure I just saw them outside of the window to my right.
Op 4 has the hostage. Op 4 is no longer in possession of the hostage.
Alright, so I gotta prevent the hostage revive. Oh, shit.
Hostage captured by Op 4.
Damn it!
Mission
Ugh.
failed. Op 4 extracted the hostage.
Well, that is a round loss. Oh, crap, they dropped him out the window. Wow! I was not expecting that. That's an interesting strategy. Honestly, I thought that the hostage went down downstairs. I didn't realize that he went down when he was outside of the window. If he did, or if I realized, I would have been a little faster to go after the hostage, but being the last person on my team, caution was key. Unfortunately, I was a little overly cautious. Still, if I would have bum rushed him, I would have died just the same, so... Next time around, we gotta watch those windows. I've never actually seen anyone do that. I've never seen a single enemy team or a friendly team try to put the hostage out the window like they did just now. Interesting, very interesting. At least in this map. In the house map, I've never really seen that. I've always seen them take one of the stairwells, either to the left or the right, and usually just fight their way down. So that was pretty novel. The hostage is in the same location as it was before. It doesn't look like they're setting out a lot of traps outside of that room, so I think they're just focusing all their efforts toward the interior of that room, which is good for us. It looks like they don't have frost. Actually, they just have...
10 seconds to go.
Hold on, hold on. It looks like they just have 2 operatives, which would really suck.
5 seconds.
Damn. Mute just took down my drone. Yeah, I think they just have 2 out of 5 operatives. That is really unfortunate. Alright, this is not a fair match. This is an extremely unfair match. It's 5 versus 2. There's no contest here. I don't feel good about this. My heart is not in this fight, but I'll do my best anyway. Looking for the best vantage point. Alright, I decided I'm going to spook him and breach this window as soon as my teammates get a little bit closer. It doesn't look like they have any openings. I haven't seen any light shining through these barricades, so we should be fairly safe where we are. So far, it's all quiet. Not yet.
Special charge. Stay clear. It's about to get hot.
Beautiful, beautiful. My teammates are already setting in place their attack. I just heard an explosion. And we've got gunfire. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, you serious? Alright, well, my first breaching round didn't actually function. But the second round, it looks like the second round did. So I'm going to make my way up and see if I can take some people out from the window. We are engaging the enemy in some gunfire, but...
Op 4 eliminated.
Where were the enemies? We got one dead body in there. Oh, crap, he was in the corner! Well, nice. That's awesome. Both of our strategies were sound. Unfortunately, they just had 2 people, so it was a guaranteed win no matter what. And it really was just... Oh, damn, they took my 2 best operatives. It was really just a matter of time. You know what? I'm going to go with Tachanka, which might be a mistake. But I really do like his turret. It's a lot of fun. I'll try not to fall off a cliff this time. If you guys are experiencing lag, it's probably your internet service provider because I have dropped not a single frame. Oh crap. Alright, well, we're in the basement this time around. That was actually not expected. Not sure what I want to do with this turret. In fact, yeah, it's almost useless. I'm not going to say it is useless because that's not true. But this isn't exactly the situation where you'd want to use a stationary turret. Especially one as bulky and heavy and slow as mine. I'm going to place down some barbed wire in here. Nice. And that looks like it's about all I can do. I'm going to place the turret. Oh, where do I place this thing anyway? Oh my goodness. Well, better take this drone out. Nice. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of places I could actually put this thing without being in extreme danger from something, at some angle. Ah, crap, he's aiming out there, so I can't really secure that wood. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hopefully place it here, and my teammates will just have to watch my back. Yeah, I don't feel good about this, but whatever. If they come up behind me, I'm screwed. This is the only way I can actually see myself being able to use my LMG. I thought about putting it by the other door, but there's not a lot of... Oh god. Oh god. Yep, I knew that guy was gonna get killed. Oh shit! I've still got 91 health, so I'm good. I'm good. Whoa, for now! Shit! I knew I had to get out of there, but I didn't get out of there in time. I didn't want to stand up and run. I knew that would have been a little too dangerous, but oh crap. Yep. Oh, I knew we should have barricaded that entryway. I knew we should have barricaded it. Still, we got a kill assist from the guy I shot at. Let's see what else we can get here. I'm gonna see if I can get some assists by... Nice, perfect. Alright, let's spot this guy. Looks like we've got Mountain inside of the weight room. What else do we have? Awesome. Got eyes on Ash. And she's got eyes on me. That camera is now down. In fact, most of our cameras are down. I'm not seeing them inside of the ground floor of the house. I think they're mostly in the garage. They're not utilizing the exterior. Interesting, I could have sworn that the enemy was gonna go for some of these trapdoors. I thought I heard footsteps. But those trapdoors are still clear, and there's not a whole lot I can do for my team up here. So I think I'm going to just switch back to Soldier Camp. And we're back at Soldier Camp. We have spotted Mountain. Pulse is trying to take Mountain down with the shotgun. Unfortunately, that was a fail. He is taking this time to reload his shotgun before the enemies continue their assault. And we don't actually know where the enemies are going to assault from. Mountain is still assaulting from the weight room. Pulse is just wasting shell after shell. He's not able to get any fire, but he is suppressing Mountain. And that is key. Suppression of the enemy is a necessity. Pulse is getting shot at from behind. I think it's from the garage. Yeah, it's definitely from the garage. That is a wide open space. And wow, that is dangerous. Dangerous move on Pulse's part, but he is still alive, so good play. I don't know if I trust like that. Honestly, I think he should fall back. Unfortunately, he is the sole surviving team member, so it's not going to be easy for him no matter what he does. We can hear Mountain on the other side. And of course, Ash is to his left. Mountain is to his right. He's getting shot at from behind. He's trying to melee Mountain. The melee did not work. Mountain is still alive. He's doing his best to go and melee him. And it's almost working. Come on! Damn! Round 3 is lost. That was super close. That melee almost worked against Mountain, as you can see. It's not actually easy to melee these guys. So while that is the best strategy that he had, honestly, maybe he should have tried the shotgun again. But if he allowed too much distance between him and Mountain, holy crap, people are fast. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll go with Thatcher. Thatcher's awesome. Damn, did you see how quickly they picked it? Holy crap. Alright, so since this is a hostage situation, I cannot go as an assault character that's as damage intensive as Fuse. Although I'd like to go as Fuse, it's just a little too dangerous. We should be going with what we got right now. Honestly, I feel like we could really use... No, you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I feel like we could... We'll just see how it turns out. We got a pretty balanced team here. Honestly, we're not really lacking in too many areas. Instead of one of the riot shields, I would trade... I don't know. Let's just see how it works out. Looks like they're using the same hostage room as we were before. So, let's see what we can do with this.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
Oh crap. They spotted me. Let's see if I can still escape. Oh damn, he's still alive! Well, they don't have mute. That's a shocker. Wow. I think this is the first match that I've ever seen. Okay, not the first match I've ever seen, but the first match I've seen in a long time that we don't have a mute. Looks like they're trying to... Oh, shit. They're firing at us before we even get in there. I don't have any eyes. I'm going to see if I can revive my team member if he just comes a little closer down the stairs. Nice, nice. My boys got that taken care of. I think that's smoke that's currently firing at us. Unfortunately, we have lost one operative, and 2 of our operatives have about 50% health. We were able to take down one of theirs. Pulse is dead, but they still have 4 operatives we have to deal with. And we just lost another. I actually have 0 eyes on them, so I don't know where they're firing from. Unfortunately, one of the team members we lost was thermite. So we can't actually destroy some of these reinforced doors. But what I can do is I can use one of my detonators. Oh crap, that's a bad idea. I did not realize that we actually had this big wide open space. Totally forgot about that. Okay, you know what? I think we're good, and I just remembered that we don't actually have anything that we could use against them in terms of breaching procedures go. We got nothing on that front. And it's just 2 versus 3. It's me and Mountain versus Castle, Blitz, and Doc. Hearing some heavy fire in there. Nice, got some good shots on Castle. Mountain is currently moving in. I'm gonna see if I can watch his back. Nice. Excellent. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's now 2 versus 2. I have a feeling that I should probably move in from another angle. I was afraid there's a trap there. Luckily there's not. Alright. They could still have a bear trap. That's what we gotta be careful of. Do I hear them? No. I don't hear them. That could change though. So we gotta be careful.
Loading mag!
Wait, hold on. I heard something.
Stay behind me.
Something tells me it's a trap. They're trying to flank us. Close. Close. Flashbang. Go down. We just have Blitz remaining now. Yes! Good round. We were careful. We were systematic, but we were persistent. We didn't let up for a second. We were always on the move, always enacting some type of plan or scheme. And that is why we emerged victorious. That was not easy. Luckily, it's not over yet. It's currently 2-2. They won twice. We won twice. Whew. Let's see if we can do just as good with defense. I mean, attacking, as we did with attacking previously. So let's see if we can get 2 attack wins in a row. I'm actually surprised that we're not playing as defenders since we played as attackers last round. Unfortunately, we have 1 less team member than they do, so it's going to be 4 versus 5. They have 1 more odd in their favor than we have in ours. Question is, where's the hostage? I don't know. I'm going to take a look downstairs real quick and see if we can locate them. When is the date for the new operators? We don't have any information on the new operators yet. Unfortunately, I wish we did, but we don't. Soon. Soon is what we hope. But we still have no guarantees. Come on, shoot the drone! Did he shoot the hostage? I don't think he did. Nice! The teams have actually evened up. They lost somebody on their team, and it's now 4 versus 4, so it's a fair fight. Let's do the best we can, and let's keep in mind that they're peeking out of these garage doors, so we can't just run up willy-nilly. Oh, he changed his mind. He changed his mind. He was peeking out of the garage door, and then he sealed it back up. How do you get Rainbow Six Siege credits in this game? Credits. You have to buy credits, but, credits are just for cosmetic skin unlocks. Well, actually, you can unlock them through Uplay sometimes, but for the most part, the only thing you really have to pay for is skins in this game. In fact, you can't even buy rep with money, can you? You can just buy boosts. I'm pretty sure you can just buy boosts with rep, which is good. Or, I mean, boost with credits. You can't buy rep with credits. I'm hearing some gunfire. Sounds like all that gunfire is downstairs northeast, which does match up with what we were suspecting. I'm hearing some breaching downstairs, but it's my hope that it's my teammates doing the breaching. I'm considering breaching this door, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait until my teammates are ready. And alright, let's do it. Nice! Door has been breached. I have no eyes on hostile targets.
Time to ring some ears.
It's a pretty nice washing machine, though. Whoa, 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 whoa! We got a thermite going off. Thermite breaching charge has been detonated. Hole is good to go. I have a feeling they're going to come up behind me. I think they got some roamers.
Stay close to me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow, nothing. Alright, this is making me nervous. I bet they got roamers. It's now 4 versus 3. They haven't taken down any of ours yet, but we have taken down one of theirs. Castle is dead. My teammates are opening fire. And I hope that they take the bait. Come on, take the bait, take the bait. Take the delicious bait. Don't you want that juicy piece of meat? God, you know you want that juicy hunk of steak. Yeah, Thatcher's the steak. You kill Thatcher, you get your steak. 4 versus 2. Good job. We took down Duck. Problem is, where's Jaeger? Where's Rook? Are they inside this room? Thatcher's going inside. He's opening fire. Opening fire! Teammate is down. Looks like the rest of them are inside of the garage. I'm going to watch this side. Escort has begun. So far, I have no eyes on hostile targets. My teammates are opening fire, and holy crap, there they are! There they are! Nice! Hostage has been successfully extracted. We were able to keep the enemy at bay, while our teammate with the hostage was able to take them to the extraction point for a successful victory. We were at a standstill. It was 2 versus 2, and we won the final round. Hard-fought victory. Team deathmatch hostage. Nice. We had 1 kill, 3 assists, and holy crap, our teammates did great. We got a good team going here. 280 rep, not bad. I'm going to rate this match 5 stars. I didn't experience any glitches, and everybody played nice. Enemies played nice, and so did our team members. Let's head into the next match. If you guys were wondering about what happened with my internet service provider, Cox, turns out there was a big issue that they were not admitting. And since I actually use my internet and most of their clients don't use their internet to the extent that I do, I actually use every single bit of it that I pay for. I was able to notice the problems first. The small problems of an underlying humongous problem. The problem came to a head about a week after I first noticed the issues, and most of Cox's lines went down. They had to bring him down for repairs. It was too much. It was much too much. It got so bad to the point where people that just use their internet for Netflix were experiencing outages and lag, and It was practically unusable even for tasks like email and Netflix. So that is what made my internet service provider actually fix the issue. In the end, it took a really big problem that they just couldn't ignore anymore. But yeah, everything's working now, which is great. Also, the new routers that they use for the highest customers, which is myself because I use the highest plan with the most data and the highest speed, basically. The router / modem handles the internet and the phone lines simultaneously. Apparently, this is the first for Cox. So they weren't sure about the firmware and stuff like that, and they actually had all that stuff wrong. And it wasn't supposed to handle it simultaneously in the way that it was. So people without landlines, which were most of the people, including myself, their modems and routers weren't working properly. So they updated it. They sent a patch, a fix, new firmware, flashed to all the stuff, and that's another reason why my stuff is working now and it wasn't previously. So yeah, hooray for fixes, right? Hopefully it stays this way. Who's your favorite operator? My favorite operator would have to be Ash. Yes. I would say that is my favorite. I love me some Ash. She's great. And she's badass. Her G36C is possibly my favorite gun ever right now. It's just so damn good. My favorite defensive operator, it's a toss-up between Pulse and Frost. I really like these bear traps, so I may say that Frost is actually my favorite overall defensively. But, I mean, come on. Being able to detect the enemy's heartbeats through walls, that's invaluable. So I'm hoping that this, because they hold the gun on the right side, that the gun covers the bear trap mostly. And then bam, they walk right over it. Alright, we've already got our armor. All we have to do now is sit back and wait. Again, this is easier said than done. So we've got 2 bombs. We've got Bomb A, Bomb B. Bomb A is inside of this room. Bomb B is inside of that room, obviously. I'm going to reinforce some of these walls, which may lead to the enemy hearing us. 5 versus 3. Damn, we took down one of theirs already. Alright, we've just got Fuse and Unknown in play and Blitz. And that's it. So I'm feeling pretty good about this match so far. It's an early match, so I really shouldn't be talking this confidently. Don't get cocky, kid. Your overconfidence is your weakness. And your faith in your friends is yours. Wise words, Palpatine. You can't be too faithful in your fellow operatives. You gotta support them every possible way you can, but don't rely on them. If you need something done, do it yourself. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Wait. Enemy sighted. And that enemy is Blitz. Yo, we got Blitz. We got Blitz! Alright, I'm gonna get him. Oh, crap. Oh, shit, that's Doc.
Administering aid. Friendly injured.
Alright, you're back online. You good. Eyes on hostiles. Hostile is down. 3 versus 2. Hostile isn't dead, though! Nice! Headshot! Beautiful. Round 1 is ours. Enemies have been eliminated. That was so tense. This game is extremely tense, which is why I love it so much. Oh, that was so nice. Scott said, please don't camp with Frost. Scott, the entire point of this game is to camp. I notice a lot of people, are saying, especially Rainbow Six streams, like, don't camp. That's real life, though. Like, in real life, there's no such thing as... You think if, like, you're on the battlefield, or if you're a counter-terrorist unit deployed to these locations, you're gonna say, oh, come on, the terrorist 360 no-scoped me. Come on, the terrorist wasn't even aiming down the sights. The terrorist used a noob tube. There are no rules on the battlefield. You win by any means necessary. And in real life, you better believe that you're going to be sitting in one place behind cover, being strategic, being smart, being a genius. The key to success is playing tactically, and there is no camping. There's no such thing as camping in Rainbow Six Siege, just like there's no such thing as camping in real life. The Force Awakens came out a month ago, or more than a month ago in theaters, but what people are talking about on April 5th is the release of the Blu-ray. That's when The Force Awakens comes out on Blu-ray, and I'm very excited about that. Very excited indeed.
10 seconds to go.
Oh, looks like my teammates have found the bomb. Excellent. Bomb A is actually below us. I don't know why I assumed that they would be in the same place that we were.
Diffuser has been secured. You've
I'm gonna go
located
back
a
to my
bomb.
drone and see
Make
if
your
I can
way to
spot
its
bomb
location
B.
and defuse it.
Or see if I can spot any roamers.
Op 4 last operator standing.
Oh no. Oh no, we just have one enemy operator left. This is no contest. I don't feel good about this match. That sucks, man. I hope it wasn't foul play. You know what sucks the most is when your team members just start shooting and team killing each other, and then you're the last one all of a sudden, like a couple seconds later. That's the worst right there. I feel bad. I feel really bad. We just have Frost, the enemy team. This is 5v1. This is not fair at all. So, I'm gonna give it my all. It's with a heavy heart that I do so, but I'm still gonna try my best. Poor Frost, man. That sucks. Still, it happens. Das ist Leben. Teammates moving forward.
Scanning for electronics.
Blitz is the operative that round 2 is ours. There we go. Op 4 have been eliminated. Damn. I was hoping that... Okay, so I know this is traitorous, but I was kind of hoping that Frost would just get like 2 kills or something like that. I mean, it was impossible for them to win 1v5. It's just the odds are too stacked against them. It's not possible. But just a little bit, just a little something for them not quitting, for them being such an awesome player that they didn't quit and they stuck to their guns. They held the line. They did their best. I respect the hell out of that. Seriously, so many people would have rage quit at that moment. Yep, Outer Rim is $15 starting tomorrow. Massive, what is the best game for you? Best game for me? That's a difficult question to answer, but I would have to say it's Mass Effect. It's got everything that I look for in a game. And I'm hoping that Mass Effect Andromeda is that, like it's the first time. I want Mass Effect like it's the first time I'm playing it. That's what I want. And obviously it's what it will be, sure. It's the first time I'm going to be playing Andromeda, but still. I want that magic, you know? That special magic of that incredible experience where you're just floored. You're just like, wow, I see the power of this game. I see the power of the way that they tell this story. It's incredible. That is the hope. That's the dream. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Even though camping, well, I'm not going to call it camping because I don't like that word. I don't like that word. Triggered! Seriously, though. Instead of staying in the same place, it's also a good idea once in a while to roam. Super dark flooring, that's why I'm placing it there. Unfortunately, I'm far away from the objective. Don't really like where I am right now. Technically, this is called roaming. Roaming is when you're not close to the objective, but you're still playing the objective. You're just roaming a little ways away. I'm considering checking the security cameras. I wish one of my teammates would. That's currently safe, but 4 versus 3. They took down one of our guys with Fuse. We're going up against Fuse and 2 recruits, and I don't believe they're actually coming from this angle. So I'm gonna quickly look at the cameras. There we go. I have eyes on Fuse. He's upstairs. I should have placed some bear traps upstairs, is what I should have done. That would have been a good idea. Okay, I have no further eyes. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits. So far, I don't hear the enemy. I know they're upstairs, but I don't know where they've gone since I saw them. The enemy is Fuse, and he is using a riot shield. We also have 1 recruit. A single recruit, and Fuse. We also have Pulse downstairs watching the lobby. I don't hear them. That's what makes me nervous here. Wait. No. Still nothing. Still nothing. I'm considering moving upstairs. This is where Fuse was prior. Crap. I got some damage on him, but it wasn't enough. Come on. Follow me. Come back to the stairs. He's not following, he just threw a grenade. No cigar on that grenade. He's not walking. He's standing still. Oh, he's firing, he's firing. Nice, 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 nice. Excellent! Good injury assist. We just have one left. Oh, it is Fuse. My mistake. Looks like that wasn't Fuse upstairs originally. Or at least, there's two of them upstairs. I'm gonna move forward very slowly, very cautiously. And I still don't hear anything. Got a lot of gunfire up here. Looks like my teammates have encountered the enemy. I'm moving forward, cautiously. Nice! Round 3 is ours. It's a trap! My teammate came up right behind him. That was great. Yo, check this out, check this out. Damn! He got a headshot! To add insult to injury, he got a headshot. Oh, that was great. Flawless victory! Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I'm gonna rate that map 5 stars because it deserves 5 stars. That was a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. Oh my god. Unfortunately, a lot of people quit. I didn't experience any glitches, so it still deserves the 5 stars, but a lot of people quit in the enemy team, and that did suck. That really sucked, actually. Hopefully, we've got a stable 5 people on both teams throughout the entire next game. We'll see. I definitely don't think that Disney ruined Star Wars. I mean, did you forget the prequels? Not that the prequels are bad, because I like the prequels. Don't get me wrong. In fact, I like a lot of prequels. But they still weren't Star Wars. At least, they didn't have that same magic that they did in the original movies. It really needed new hands. I mean, The Force Awakens, that is Star Wars magic. Anybody that says otherwise, objectively, that's fundamentally and objectively wrong to say that The Force Awakens, like, isn't the most Star Wars film that we've gotten since the prequels. I mean, since the original trilogy, not the prequels, since the original trilogy. Not that the prequels were bad. Again, they weren't bad at all. It was just that they were not what the majority of Star Wars fans look for in a Star Wars movie. I would say Star Wars is in very good hands, in Disney's hands right now. They're making good choices. They're protecting the lore as much as they possibly can. They clean closet of a lot of the expanded universe, sure, but that doesn't mean anything bad. In fact, that's kind of good. Come on, Palpatine died and was resurrected like 5 times. The designer of the original Death Star died. He was died. And he was live 5 times. That's a little too much. They had trouble coming up with villains, proper villains, in the time after the original trilogy.
Find the biohazard container location.
But, yeah, I feel like it definitely needed to go back into capable hands. And I think Disney's hands are more than capable. More so than George's hands. George is a fantastic visionary. And I don't dispute that in the least. The man is a visionary. I don't know how else I can put it. That is pretty high praise. And I wish that he was working with Disney on the new Star Wars films, because he did help to create Star Wars. I mean, he isn't the only reason why the original trilogy was as good as it was. In fact, a lot of his decisions for the original trilogy were somewhat questionable, but he did bring a lot of magic to it. So I really wish that he was still involved, but honestly, Lawrence Kasdan was enough. I hope that Lawrence Kasdan really does not hold up to his end of the deal when he said that he was going to retire. Please don't retire, Lawrence Kasdan. Please don't do that. If for some odd reason he's watching this stream, please, please. You are incredible. You're an amazing scriptwriter. We need more of you in Hollywood, especially with Star Wars. You just bring a magic that has been absent for so long. But just to reiterate, I really am enjoying the prequels. I've been rewatching them recently, and I've been having a blast. Especially with how much Palpatine is in the prequels. It's awesome. Alright. Moving in. Oh crap. Yeah, that's why I didn't move in originally. I'll trust like this. I'll trust like that. Good kill. Excellent kill. I wasn't actually expecting him to come out here. That was a ballsy move on his part. No eyes. You know, I have a feeling they're gonna come over here and then, like, ambush us. It's a trap! The hell was that? What? C4. It was C4. One of our guys is dead. I'm not dead yet. But, I'm getting there.
Down to one friendly.
I think that was actually from the banister that they tossed it. And crap, I am the sole surviving friendly? Are you kidding me? This is a bad situation that we're in. Really bad. I considered using a breaching round for this, but I don't want to alert the enemy that much. I saw him. I saw him. We can't enter through there. It's much too dangerous. Luckily, we have 2 minutes and 2 seconds, so I have a decent amount of time to figure this out. 3 versus 1. And I'm at 28 health. It's not looking good, but I'm still going to give this my best shot. Question is, where do we want to enter? Winnie the Walrus has been removed from the match. Interesting. What did he do? Holy crap, I'm hearing gunfire. Damn! What's with that gunfire, guys? Holy shit, someone just team killed. Oh my god, well, it's 1 versus 2. Now. It's so dark down here.
Op 4, last operator standing.
What? What?
Op 4
What? What? Round 1-1? Round 1-1 because they all killed each other? Did they systematically just kill each other? Is that what just happened? Did someone kill like 3 people? It was 1 versus 3, and he killed his 2 teammates, and then he was removed from the match. That is the biggest screw-up I have ever seen in a Rainbow Six Siege match. That is history. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed history. They had a shoe in. It was 1 versus 3. I had 29 health. I was down a lot of my health, and I had some time. I had 2 minutes, but they started team killing each other. They started team killing each other. And then the final guy was removed for team killing, and we won automatically by default. Holy crap, that was great. Well, no it wasn't. No it wasn't. That sucks for them. Great for us. It was entertaining to watch for you. But for them, that's awful, and I feel for them. I really do. Oh, the enemy team is a shambles. They lost 2 players, and the game hasn't even started yet. They started fresh. And it's now 5 versus 3. This sucks. I feel bad. I feel so bad.
We need to protect the
Well,
container.
we just have to prepare for 3 attackers now, don't we? It's not a whole lot of attackers to prepare for. Honestly, I feel shitty. Pardon my language, but it fits. I feel crappy about this. This is not right. This is so wrong.
Drone located the biohazard
I got a
container.
sour taste in my mouth right now. Oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and put the bear trap down. Put the traps down for the measly 3 enemies. Yeah, who doesn't hate friendly fire? Friendly fire
10 seconds
sucks.
to insertion.
You gotta be a special type of ass to friendly fire.
Op 4 drone has located the biohazard container.
We still have 1 bear trap left, but I have to return. I have to return back to the objective. At some point. I'm considering being a roamer. Wait. Okay. This is where I have to be quiet.
Surveying for hostiles.
I heard them. They breached something. But not with explosives. Gunfire. Shotgun. Ah! Damn my aim! Damn it! I went to Stormtrooper school. It's not my fault. I wanted to go to Rebel school, but parents said no. Your family's been in the Empire for generations. You go to Stormtrooper school, boy! I didn't want to go to Stormtrooper school. Stormtrooper school sucks. The aim of Stormtroopers sucks. Did I just see someone on the cameras? No, I didn't. I thought I heard somebody downstairs. In fact, hold on. I thought I heard 2 different people downstairs, so I thought I was sitting pretty. We only had 3 hostiles. I got some damage on them, but, oh my goodness. Still, I can help my team members. I no longer have to listen as intently as I was before. Oh, that was so close. That's why... Look at you, little tiny spider. Oh, you're being clever, aren't you? Look at the little spider. Wow, seriously? He just dropped instead of taking a second longer to rappel down. He wouldn't have taken any damage if he just repelled. Oh, bullshit, there's no enemies detected. Looks like the little spider is looking to enter via the lobby. So this is the camera that we should be looking at. And there he is. Oh no, that's my friend. That's my friend, never mind. That's not the little spider. Little spider hasn't been seen. Little spider's gone into hiding. Whoa, we got some gunfire. One of our teammates just went down. Second teammate almost down. He was able to flee before he was taken down. It's now 3 versus 3. Luckily, all of our teammates have full health. They're being really smart about this, actually. Holy crap, they may win this thing. We just have 1 versus 2. He has to face off against Buck and some unknown Ash. He has to face off against Ash. Luckily, I'm able to spot Ash. And I spotted both of them. Come on, you got this, Pulse. You got this. You got this. You got this. Objective is being contested. He is just taken down. Oh, one more kill. He's engaging with Buck. And round 2 is lost. Unfortunately, Buck just took down Pulse in a stunning power play. Check this out. He is rolling with his shotgun. That shotgun is key. It was instrumental to this victory. If he didn't have that shotgun, if he didn't have that skeleton key ability, they would have lost the match and we would have won. That is how important it is. What? Okay, come on. He selected Ash before it even pulled up. That's actually incredible. I'm not even mad. Good job. How the hell do you select an operative before the screen even loads? You must have gone by sound. You know what? That's actually impressive. That's legitimately impressive. Good job. Good job. Well, I'm gonna roll the frag grenade since we don't have any hostages in this. Yeah, this is just team deathmatch, secure area. We're fine. Alright, we got Fuse, we got Thermite, we got Ash, so we have some really good damage dealers. I'm gonna roll a shotgun just because if I get spooked, if the enemy's being real spoopy, I don't want to miss, and this is gonna ensure that I'm not gonna miss.
You need to locate the
Alright, let's move up. Should I get this game because it looks really good and it's only 19 pounds? That's a good price. Honestly, this is an extremely frustrating game at times, but it's a good frustration. It's the good type of frustration. It's that adrenaline-fueled frustration. If you have friends that own the game, definitely buy it. Buy it. Because teamwork is imperative. But if you don't have any friends that own the game, don't let that stop you from purchasing it. Just keep in mind that you're going to have good matches and you're going to have bad matches. Naturally, if you talk to the stranger with mics, they'll talk back. So that's the best way to go. But if you're like me, and normally I would be talking with people with mics, but I'm streaming so I can't do that. So if you're like me for whatever reason and you can't talk with mics, what I would suggest is, if you like shooters, yes, I would buy this. But I don't know. Honestly, if you like shooters, this is a great shooter. It's not like Call of Duty. It's not like Battlefield. You only have one life to live. Every bullet counts. And I'm serious. Like, every bullet really does count. One bullet is all it takes to kill somebody. I think even with a pistol, it just takes one bullet to kill somebody, which is pretty rare in shooters today. But yeah, if for whatever reason you can't talk to people with mic, it's gonna be a challenge sometimes, but I still have fun. I have tons of fun with Rainbow Six Siege. Also, you may want to invest in a decent pair of headphones, because sound is so key. I cannot stress that enough. You really want to be able to hear the hostiles that you're engaging in combat with. That's going to make all the difference. Alright, looks like this barricade has been breached. Let's see where the bastards are. I can't see them down there, but it just may be too dark. Oh, crap. Well, 2 versus 3, but unfortunately my teammates were taken out, so I'm a little spooked. In fact, I'm more than a little spooked right now. Oh, crap. Well, 1 versus 3. That was Doc. I had to kill him, otherwise he could revive himself. Whew. Oh. Grenade out. Please be a good one. Damn. It's so dark I can barely see. Oh, he ran too fast. Well, it's all the grenades I had. Literally all the grenades I had. Oh boy. Just crawled through my friend's body. One minute left. They're waiting for me. They're waiting for me, man. I need a new approach. I want them to think I'm still here. But I definitely have to enter... Oh, shit. Somewhere else. Come on. Come on. Oh, you bastard. You bastard! Damn it! Ugh. Smart, though. He was smart. So, now I'm considering that they don't expect me to come from this angle. I think maybe I should go for this. It's gonna be a tricky situation, but to cheat death is a power only one has achieved. But if we work together, I know that we can discover the secret. Oh, damn!
Activity. Resume securing the container once the threat is neutral. 5 seconds.
Ah! I took someone out, but it was still a round loss. Damn, I was taken out by Frost. Oh, that was tricky. That was tricky. I knew someone would be in here. I definitely could have taken Frost since I had a shotgun and she didn't, but I had to watch the guy that was currently coming up behind me. Oh, I'm gonna roll as Pulse this time around since I usually don't use Pulse. And he actually is a lot of fun. He's a really good character, really good operator. That ability that he has is imperatively good. If you are playing as Pulse, make sure you use that as much as you possibly can. We only have 15 seconds left. We had to bum rush him, and it almost worked. Almost worked. We took him down, so if Frost was just a little out of the room, or if she didn't have a good shot on me, it was 1v1. And 1v1, that's good odds for anybody. Alright, where are we? We are inside of the kitchen. Alright, what do I want to do here? I can't set a lot of traps. In fact, I don't have any traps. So the question is, what do I want to do as far as my reinforcers go? I'm going to place my reinforcers in this room. Is what I'm going to do. Hell, you know what? I'm going to go upstairs and place one up there as well. I think Reese might be doing that already. But I'm going to do it myself. Do it. Do it. Kill him now. There we go.
5 seconds left.
Reinforcing it. Sweet.
Op 4 has located
Good
the
stuff.
biohazard container.
Alright, since I'm playing as Pulse, the best thing I can do is stick with the objective, since I can actually read the heartbeats of our enemies. Being able to read the heartbeats of your enemies is very useful. Thank you, I appreciate you putting that back up, because I actually didn't grab any armor. I would have put it back up myself, but time is of the essence, is it not? Nice. Excellent. Alright, let us begin to use the heartbeat sensor. So far, we have no eyes on the enemy. We have to be quiet so we can hear them. I don't hear them, but we do have them close by. It looks like the enemy is north. Are they not? They're being very quiet. Unfortunately, my teammates are running. If my teammates are running, I am not able to hear the footsteps of the enemy. Wait. Hold on. I had him. He's gone now. Wait. I have him again. Where are you going? Yes. Yes! Yes! Ha ha ha! Oh god. Oh, I almost killed myself. That was super risky of me. Oh. Well, we don't have to worry about hearing him now, do we? Nice. Good kill assist. Excellent. I'll be watching this. Over here, we have Ash. Looks like Ash has fallen back behind cover. We did get a few shots on her, but that was not fatal. She's not mortally wounded. That's for sure. Brooke had some more shots, but she's still not dead. I'm unsure that there's no one to our right. Excellent. Ash is dead. The sole survivor is Twitch. And I'm not sure where Twitch is. Beautiful! Beautiful! Round 4 is ours! All enemies have been eliminated. Sweet! This is good stuff. It's really good stuff. I'm not sure if we're getting the Outer Rim at midnight tonight. Since, most likely, but a lot of consoles, if it's not a game release, if it's DLC or something like that, usually they wait until the stores actually update and refresh. So it may be that we need to wait until the PlayStation Store refreshes or the Xbox Store refreshes. But hopefully at midnight it's playable, we'll see. The Division is not ass. Objectively, without having emotions or fanboyism or opinions come into play, objectively the Division is a good game. Now, it's not for everybody. I could definitely see where people would find it super boring or like super unfun to play. It does have a lot of MMO aspects. It is grindy. That is by design. It's not a mistake, but that's just simply because you don't like it. It's not because it's a bad game. Saying it's a bad game is a little, I was gonna say ignorant, but I guess that's kind of a harsh word. It's just not, it's not cool. Because it's objectively not a bad game. It's just not for you. And there's a lot of games that are popular that I don't like, but I don't go around saying they're bad because I just don't happen to like the type of game that it is. Oh man, that'd be like, so if the gaming industry, like if people acted how they do with the gaming industry, with other things, I could picture a bunch of men just spending hours a day posting reviews of women's makeup and be like, this is ass. I don't use makeup because, you know, it's not my thing, but it's ass. Because I don't like it for some reason. Here we go. 4 versus 4. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I'm glad it's even. So I am rolling as Ash, which sounded like how I said ass earlier, but Ash is a great soldier. She is an awesome operator. She has the ability to breach barricades from a distance explosively and instantaneously, which is very, very useful. We have to be quiet if we're actually going to hear the enemy. This is very risky what I'm doing, and honestly I shouldn't be doing it. Alright. Yeah, that's as much of a risk as I'm going to put through. Alright, Thermite's going in. I'm going in right after him. Let's go, let's do this thing. It's 3 versus 3. We've taken down some of the hostiles, but we still have some hostiles alive, of course.
We move carefully.
Damn. One of our teammates are down. Oh, shit! I thought that was our teammate! That was not our teammate. That was an awesome play by Rook. Holy crap! Oh, damn, that was awesome! Oh, it's so nice. He even got headshots. To add insult to injury, he even got headshots. So, Rook just played the rarest of plays, and that was a heartbreaking defeat. Holy crap, I just realized that was the last match. Damn! We lost 2-3. Still, that was an amazing play by Rook. Usually, people aren't that ballsy because it doesn't work. One does not simply walk up into the enemy's room with loud footsteps and obliterate him from behind, but he did it and it worked. It was ballsy enough to work. It's failed enough times that it must work sometimes. I like his style. I'm not even mad that we lost. That was worth it to see that beautiful power play by Rook. I saw him in the corner of my eye, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was... In my mind, I thought that Doc was part of our team, because we've had Doc almost always throughout our defensive matches. But Doc is not a defensive operator. Doc is an he's a defensive operator. He's not an offensive operator. Of course he wasn't on our team. Huh. That was crazy. Still, I doubt that I would have been able to... What I should have been doing, I should have been watching the door. I doubt I would have been actually able to engage with Doc before he was able to kill me. I kind of started turning already when I noticed him out of the corner of my eye. Even if I started turning immediately, I doubt I would have been able to reach him in time to take him out. What I should have been doing from the get-go is watching the doorway. That's the only reason his power play worked, is because we had 3 men with us, and none of them were watching the doorway. Well, 2 men and 1 woman. None of the operators were watching the doorway. That is a key rookie mistake. Well, the thing about rookie mistakes is, it doesn't take a rookie to make them. In fact, it's more common for an expert to make rookie mistakes than it is for a rookie to make rookie mistakes. Rookies are conscious, they're careful, they're not overconfident. We got a little ballsy, we got a little overconfident. We're like, yeah, we got him pinned down. We got him pinned down in the opposite room. We're good. We're greats. We're sitting pretty here. Never again. Let's watch every single aspect. Alright, so first thing we need to do is barricade these garage doors. If these are reinforced, the enemy's going to have one hell of a time breaching this perimeter. Nice! Awesome, we just have 1 more to go. I don't have any traps to set down, so as soon as these reinforcements are done, I am good. And I can position myself in such a way that'll be helpful for my allies and my heartbeat scanner. Where I could position myself would be in that corner. No, that's too dangerous, because they could shoot me from that little drone access point.
10 seconds.
It's much too dangerous. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to position myself here, which is pretty risky, but it's going to give us a warning if they're behind us. And the enemy will probably walk in this doorway, see that bear trap, and shoot at it before they'll see me. Which is excellent. Well, if I'm not alone, that is. Let's see if I'm the lone survivor watching this room. Looks like Frost is going to be watching this room as well, along with Rook. So maybe this isn't the best vantage point. You usually want to holy shit, what the f... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is not cool. That is not cool, man. We've been found. We got a little drone here, rolling around. And this is a bad place, really bad place to be. My teammate selfishly decided to toss goddamn C4 right next to me, just so they could have a better vantage point. That they're not even using, may I add. They're not even using that. They may have set it up in advance in case this room is taken. They can still fire upon this room from where they are, but oh my goodness. That is just 100% a dick move.
Heartbeat sensor activated.
Can't even believe that. Whoa, we got people. Looks like they're above us. Interesting. We have no trapdoors in the room that I'm currently inside, but I believe we do have trapdoors in the garage.
Sensor deployed.
5 versus 4. We've taken down one of theirs. Damn. Cardiac sensors disabled. They've got Thatcher on their team. We cannot trust any of our gadgets. Or my teammates. No one on my team has died yet. I'm gonna fall back here.
Deploying heartbeat sensor.
Wait, hold on. We have someone very close to us. Let's be quiet. Listen for the heartbeat. I don't hear any footsteps. No pings in my sensor. We have 3 hostiles remaining. 4 versus 3. Wait. Where are they? I spotted them. Ah, there we go. Looks like they are north. Directly north. They've taken down some of ours. I'm gonna try to take down some of theirs. Damn it! God damn it, I didn't realize there was a door in there. Oh, shit. I didn't even hear her footsteps. I was being as quiet as I possibly could. Damn it. Damn it! That was messy. That was a mess if I ever saw one. So I was looking underneath the desk. I was being as quiet as possible, trying to listen for the footsteps of the enemy, and I didn't hear any footsteps, which is surprising. You want to use headphones if you want to be listening for footsteps. Headphones are your best option. Anyway, I peeked under the desk. I tried to look for a door. I couldn't find one. I thought that was a completely enclosed room aside from the access to the garage. Turns out it wasn't. If I had the map memorized, that would have allowed me to survive. I would have known there was a doorway. I would have known to be extremely cautious. Hell, maybe they entered through a trap door. Maybe there wasn't a door. Maybe they fell down through the ceiling and I didn't even see them. Maybe they were crouching behind the desk after having fallen from the ceiling from that trap door. That may be what it was, because I honestly do not remember seeing a trap door behind that desk. Regardless, that's something that can get you killed in Rainbow Six Siege. The strategies that you can devise in this game are intricate. You not only have to be careful of where the enemy is and your reflexes, firing as fast as you can, but, and we've found the enemy. Unfortunately, the enemy is inside of the server room. Server room is, it's a 50-50 shot, honestly. Either you're going to have a real bad time or a real good time. I don't see a lot of even games in the server room. I'm trying to make my way up to the servers without them seeing me. Spot the objective for my teammates. Nice. Objective has been located and my drone is still alive. Oh crap, they took my drone out. Let's move up. So we have lost a single round. We haven't won a round yet. The first round we played of this game was as defensive operators. Now we're playing as offensive operators. Let's see how we work as offensive compared to defensive. The enemy is located in the server room, so that is actually below us. My teammates are looking for the best way in without any roamers. Nice. Just took down one of the cameras. Appreciate that. Whoa, holy shit, we do have roamers. Well, that was unexpected. Question is, where is the little sneaky snake? There they are. Beautiful, beautiful. Roamer's been taken care of. We may have further roamers that I haven't actually spotted yet. We don't know if they're working in pairs, or if that was just the doings of one of them. Fuse is converging on my location, so I'm assuming that it's clear. I'm gonna move up on Fuse. Oh, Fuse has actually got another plan in mind. He's gonna utilize this trap door to create a faster route to the hostile targets. Damn! No cigar. Got some shots off, but that's it. Grenade out. Hopefully he's hiding just on the other side of the wall. Nothing. No dice. I don't trust like that. I don't trust like that, man. We're at 82 health. 3 versus 4. I'm gonna stand up so I can't hit Fuse. And I'm not hearing enemy footsteps. Fuse has launched the cluster charge. I'm seeing blood. I don't know if that was from before. I don't know if he's dead or if he's alive. I don't see a body. He's alive. Okay, we have a situation. We have a hostile operative and I don't know where his location is. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know if he's dead. My God. I see them. Are they still in the doorway? Oh! That's one of them. That wasn't who I saw in the doorway. We still have more operatives up here. Oh, shit. Come on, grenade. Come on. No dice. Damn. Come on. Get ballsy. Get ballsy. Can't believe I missed that much with the shotgun. That sucked. Oh. Oh, you got your good days. You got your bad days. I don't see Pulse. No eyes on Pulse. I'm guessing he moved further upstairs. He's probably not fully aware of how much damage he did to me. Crap. We don't have many teammates alive. Oh, shit!
Friendly, last operator standing.
Damn. That shell did not hit him. Did not make contact. Fuse is the sole surviving operative. He is firing through walls, trying to hit Jaeger, who's on the other side, and unfortunately that is round 2 loss. Team has been eliminated. Damn. So, this is an example of monkeys, like, do as I say, but not as I do. You cannot panic. It's really easy, because this game has more adrenaline in it than any other game that I've played. Honestly, I've never had more adrenaline playing a multiplayer shooter than I have had when I play Rainbow Six Siege. Call of Duty, no sweat. No sweat. I can, keep my mouse focused, keep my mouse still, or controller if I'm playing on PS4, which is in this case. But I'm able to keep myself still, keep myself focused, under pressure, under fire. Not in Rainbow Six Siege. This isn't the most realistic shooter out there. That goes to Arma 3. However, it's definitely the most adrenaline-pumping,
Secure the room.
scary multiplayer shooter I've ever played. I love it. It's the scariest. It's the fastest in terms of time to kill. It's even faster than Black Ops 3. And Black Ops 3 has incredibly low time to kill. Obviously, this is more realistic than Black Ops 3. One shot to the head. That's a kill. Different calibers, different bullets do more or less damage. It's not just based on arbitrary weapon stats or fake weapons. This is grounded in reality, and it is terrifying facing off against these foes. But what I should have done when I was going up against Pulse, when I was going up against Jaeger, I should have been whoa. I should have been slow. I should have steadied myself. I should have steadied my aim, and I would have come out of those situations on top if I had done that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a semi-roamer. And I'm gonna stay in this room here. Wait. I've been spotted. The enemy is already en route to our position. Since I have already been spotted and they're en route, they're able to figure out exactly where I'm situated. And my situation has become far more dangerous. They're breaching. Now we have to be quiet. We have to listen for where they are. 4 versus 5, they've taken down Doc. Doc is dead. Wait. I have someone. I don't know where. Wait. More sensors. They're coming through this room.
Nitro deployed.
Protect the biohazard container. Stop the hostiles from securing the container.
They're coming in. What the hell?
Op 4 is securing the biohazard container.
They shot my C4, but so far, so good.
Loading new mag.
Biohazard container secured.
Nice, 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 nice. Good kills, good kills.
Container. Friendly, last operator standing.
I should have remained behind cover.
All friendlies were
Should have remained behind cover. I was afraid to move because I thought they were on both sides of the door, and I was at a point where neither of them could see me. They were on both sides of the door. Damn. Still, I should have been behind that metal frizz. I should have taken the chance of moving and possibly exposing myself more to the other side. That is a total defeat. Unfortunately, we played fairly well. We just individually, and this is something I talk about a lot of people forget about this. Individually, we may have all been good players. So, don't assume that I'm like shifting the blame to my teammates, and I'm not shifting the blame away from myself. I've talked about each play that I made. It's like Rainbow Six Siege is like a good game of rock, paper, scissors. You can have a good strategy that fails because it's in the wrong situation. And we had a couple strategies that were most definitely in the wrong situation. We could have all been good players, and that just didn't happen to work well together. Or we didn't happen to work well together with what strategy we needed against what team members we were going up against. For example. Well, let's head back in and let's see how we do this time around. And nice, we got over 10,000 rep. Time to buy a new skin. That's what I use my rep on, just skins. I got the season pass, so I just got my operatives from that. More money for skins! Like that sweet 90s disposable restaurant cup skin that I've got for Ash's G36C. If you guys haven't seen Ash's G36C skin, that looks like the outside of a pizza cup in the 90s, just wait. I'm going to try to snag Ash as soon as I can. It looks sweet. Team Deathmatch Hostage. Let's do this. I believe the first round is going to be attack. Oh, no, round 1 is defense. My mistake. So since this is hostage situations, we have to be careful about not hitting the hostage. We can't hit the hostage once. The enemy, they are free to hit the hostage. In fact, I hope that they do so because that'll put us in a far better situation. I'm considering rolling with a Super 90. It all depends where we end up. You know what? I'm going to roll with the Super 90 and I'm going to confirm that loadout. Since I'm rolling with the Super 90, I need to readjust my strategies. This is a close quarters combat weapon, especially since the nerf, it no longer is able to deal the damage it used to be able to deal at medium to long range. I've never really used a true long range, but between medium and long range, I've definitely gotten kills with it before. We need to situate ourselves possibly as a roamer. Even though we are a defensive operator, we can still defend the objective by being far away from the objective. Exactly, this is a shoulda, coulda, woulda type of game. Which is, again, the best part of Rainbow Six Siege. I love shoulda, coulda, woulda games. That means that they've got tons and tons of strategy. Excuse me, man. I'm sorry. I gotta remove this temporarily because I need to play some of these bear traps where the enemy doesn't expect it. Like right here. They'll most likely be looking to the left, so they... Oh, crap. That's too close to the edge. So they may miss this on their way up. Unfortunately, that little drone just spotted it, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I'll put it over here. No.
Down to 5 seconds.
Here. This is better. I'm taking too long to place these.
Location secure.
We've already taken too long.
Door barricaded! Laying nitro cell.
Heading up here.
5 versus 4. Crap. One of the enemies left the game. That sucks for their team.
Window blocked!
Please don't see me. Please don't. Thank goodness.
Hostiles found. Lobby.
Hostiles in the lobby. Alright. This is where we need to be quiet. I'm hearing gunfire. I wish I had headphones on right now. Headphones are key. If you're fighting against people that are using headphones, and if you're not, you are at a severe disadvantage. I am... Oh shit! Hearing hostile activity. Nice. Good kill, good kill. Unfortunately, we have more.
Detonating charge!
C-Force. I like to save them for riot shields whenever I can. Sometimes that's not an option. Other times it is. Luckily it was this time around. 5 versus 2. Good. 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 Give in to your hate. Makes you stronger. Gives you focus. I don't hear them. Shh. You hear that? I think I heard footsteps. Yeah, I hear footsteps. The problem is, I don't know if they're my teammates or the enemies. And I don't know where they're coming from. Oh. An explosion made me kind of nervous. still don't hear any footsteps. That looked like a person holding a gun. Made me nervous. Looks like a person holding a pistol. Anybody else see that? I'm hearing gunfire. Sounds like he's trying to come from the outside. He took down my friend. We actually have 2 hostiles remaining. 1 hostile remaining. Round 1 is ours. Beautiful. Excellent round 1 win for Orange Team. That was great. Oh, damn! He got a double kill with C4. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't a double kill with C4. I guess that was one of our teammates. It looked like it was a double. Maybe it was a double kill. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it was just another body flying. That's what it was. It was just another body flying. Never mind. Still, that was incredible. Oh, that was so fun. So fun. Now let's see how we do as the attackers. Is Rainbow Six Siege a good game for somebody who is a stealth fan with a tiny mix of FPS shooters, but not too good with FPS shooters? This is definitely not a reflex. Well, a reflex is always hell. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not as a focus as it is for Black Ops 3. That is a focus for Black Ops 3 being a reflex shooter. Reflexes help here, but it's more important to have a good hold of strategy. And most importantly, you need to be adaptable. Adaptability is the key defining point of an operative in Rainbow Six. If you're adaptable to many different situations, you're going to be successful in this game. But you definitely need to be a little decent with aiming. But that'll come. Don't be too hard on yourself. You'll get there eventually. Don't worry about it too much. Just have fun. Make as many strategies as you can, and do your best, and you'll be just fine.
5 seconds to insertion.
This is definitely a very stealthy game. It's grounded in reality, so you want to play it as you would do it in real life. And check it out. This is the G36C I was talking about. Look at this skin. That looks like it belongs on the outside of a pizza cup. Or some cheap restaurant, like, no-brand cup. That's where it belongs. I love it. It's beautiful. Also looks like the floor of a movie theater in the 90s. Oh, fantastic. Glorious! Wait. Smoke is obscuring my vision, but I believe I saw someone's head. We don't have to worry about how loudly we talk out here, because listening to the enemy has nothing to do with the situation that we're currently in. Damn. It's gruesome. There's my teammate's dead body falling to the ground. What the hell are these guys? 2 versus 5. Just me, one other guy, versus, oh, I just saw somebody, versus 5 people. 2 versus 4. Excellent. Good shot by Sledge. I'm considering moving in from a... Oh, shit. Nice. Good headshot from a different vantage point. 2 versus 3. Honestly, we have 2 minutes 11 seconds. We can take as much time as we need. Let's be wary of these other windows. I was about to mention that we're not safe facing all these different windows. But so far, so good. Wait. Is that a head? No. This is where an increased resolution would, like, really help out. I can't quite make out what it is in the far distance because there's not enough pixels. Come on. Come on. Show yourselves. I can barely see, it's so damn dark in there. Wait. No. That wasn't an enemy. It tricked me. Trick of the eyes. Okay, let's move up a little bit. I'm gonna utilize Sledge's strategy, which he was using prior to me, which is getting a whole new vantage point by hanging myself upside down.
Drone is ready.
The only problem with this plan is that it's so damn dark inside that I can't see very well. Oh no. Oh good. Oh good. 2 versus 2. Good job, Sledge. Oh crap, I'm gonna move in. I need to back my boy up here. Damn! My sights went right on him. That was so close. We have 15 seconds remaining. Come on, Sledge, you got this. You got this. Oh damn! Come on! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Friendly mission.
Awesome! Yo, Sledge, you're the real MVP here. Damn, that was good stuff. Damn, that was hot. Oh, great. Good. Good. You're fulfilling your destiny. Learn to use the dark side of the Force. Good job, Sledge, my man. My man. Hungry for apples? My man! Oh, that was great. Awesome power play right there. Whew. Huh. Vin Nugent, I don't think you understand how this game works. Camping, that's not a word that people use in real life. This game, you gotta play it like you would, as if you were here. You gotta play this game as if it's real. You can't play it like Call of Duty. There's no such thing as camping. There's no such thing as camping in real life. Yo, do you want to go to somebody in Afghanistan or Iraq or something and say, stop camping? Okay. Stop camping and go get shot. You can't sit in the same place. It's not what it's about. It's not about any of that. That makes 0 sense. In fact, it's like negative logic. It's like minus 20 logic.
10 seconds.
On a scale of like 0 logic to 100 logic, it's minus 20. It's got a good placement here.
Eyes on the hostage.
Nice! Alright, good stuff, good stuff. What else do we need? It's not a bad spot. I think I hear hostiles. Come on. No, that's not camping. Because they don't use camping in real life. Like, they don't tell a soldier, go camp over there. That, no. You can't convince me that you're right. You're wrong. Camping is definitely a negative term used in gaming for people that are, like, sitting in one place and not moving and making the game, like, not fun for everybody else. But that's the entire point of Rainbow Six Siege. It's supposed to be more realistic than something like Call of Duty or Battlefield. And I love Call of Duty, and I love Battlefield. So let's not bring, like, dumb schoolyard fanboy stuff into this. It's a different game, different strokes for different folks. This is definitely the most tactical AAA shooter there is. The most realistic as well. Arma 3 isn't really considered AAA, is it? Bohemia Interactive at this point really should be considered AAA. Alright, 5 versus 3. It looks like they're actually not engaging from this area, which is extremely odd. Wait. I'm hearing an explosion below us.
My beauties are in place.
Which means they may be coming from this doorway. No. At least not yet. Okay, that's clear. So we probably don't want to keep an eye on that. There it goes again. Are they trying to distract us? Sneaky. I like it.
Deploying nitro cell.
Yes! Good kill, good kill. 3 versus 2. We just have Ash and an unknown. I don't know what unknown is at play here, but hopefully it's not another riot shield because I'm out of C4. Wait.
4 secured
Did I
the
see
hostage.
movement? I'm pretty sure I just saw movement out here. What is this? What's happening? Oh, Ash is on the outside, isn't she? Ash is on the outside firing breaching charges to the inside. What?
Hostage extracted. Mission failed.
Oh, damn. Everybody turned into roamers at the end of that. You know what? I'm not even mad. Awesome play. Goddamn amazing. I didn't even realize the hostage was extracted. I thought everybody was held up in the room. See, the one problem with roaming is that if the rest of your team roams, you're screwed. Usually, you're using microphones, so you know if your team's roaming or not, but I was so focused on taking out anybody that came from those directions that I didn't even realize that the hostage was still out from under me. I noticed that some of my teammates started roaming, but I didn't really pay any attention to it. New rule. This actually hasn't happened to me before. I've never had a game where we were... I'm almost at a loss. I've never had a game where we were winning, and at the last moment we lost because my entire team started roaming. Because usually I'm not a roamer. Every once in a while I'll roam because it is extremely effective. It definitely gets you way more kills than sticking by the objective, but if your entire team does it, that's when the system starts to break down. So we gotta make sure that we watch if our teammates start roaming and then stop roaming ourselves and head back to the objective point.
Confirmed. The
Alright, cool, we found the hostage. And since this is still a hostage situation, we have to be careful not to use a whole lot of grenades, a whole lot of offensive capabilities. Instead, we kind of have to tie our hands behind our back here. We gotta wear kid gloves for this type of engagement. Alright, I'm gonna keep my drone here just in case we need it in the future. That way it's safe,
5 seconds
it's secret,
insertion.
and we still have the objective spotted.
hostage located.
Alright, we're in the action phase. We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to extract this hostage from inside of this veritable fortress. Hell, almost half the windows, almost the entire building is boarded up in metal barricades. That's pretty impressive. I don't see anyone underneath this barricaded doorway. Oh, shit. What? Enemy was detected outside. That doesn't happen very often. They're not still outside, so I don't think they're trying to be cheap or anything. They're not supposed to be outside for very long.
Drone going live.
Alright, so far so good. I think I'm gonna use my breaching charge. Except Max Payne is currently exposed, so once he's done using his drone, that's when I'll use the breaching charge, because I don't want to open him up to enemy fire. Yeah, I'll just continue watching the doorway until he's done. Alright, looks like he's just moving right up. Only takes one more hit, so it wouldn't really be worth it to use the breaching charge at that point. Interesting. The trap door from below has been blown. I wonder how or why. As you can see, looking inside from the outside is very dangerous. It's daylight outside, so it's far brighter outside than it is inside. And you got a big difference in ambient light. I got you, man.
Stabilizing.
Don't walk toward the light. Please don't stand up either. You know what? The trapdoor above us looks like it's empty. It could definitely have been the enemy that actually opened up that trapdoor. Good kill, good kill. Nice! I saw his barrel sticking out, and luckily we were able to use that to our advantage. I know what I'm gonna do. They're relying on this cover. I'm gonna take that away from them. Oh, crap. Enemies going around outside. Interesting. Doesn't happen very often. Twice in one match. Most unexpected. Most unexpected. Damn it! Damn it! Damage the hostage. That is very bad. That is very bad. Oh, shit. I could have sworn that the hostage was supposed to be located between the two barricades and behind the metal barricade so it couldn't be damaged by explosives. Oh, that sucks. That really does. It's just 1v1. We have our recruit headed to the hostage location. Unfortunately, there is also an enemy recruit, and the enemy recruit unfortunately took out our recruit, and that is round 4 loss. Ah. Luckily, the loss wasn't my fault. It would have sucked if we weren't able to get the hostage in time for that revive, but we would have lost anyway. It was doomed from the... Well, not from the start. We were doing good, like, from the start. It was doomed from... What was actually the moment of doom? Me not hitting the enemies was the moment of doom. That's what it was. We had some good matches, but that last match was not one of them. Can I play this game without PlayStation 4 friends? You can, Andrew Stein. I am not playing with friends right now. We got some Massive family members that sometimes join up with us, and I think we may actually have a Massive family member playing with us, but on my streams, I do not use microphone to talk with other people, because I'm streaming, obviously. So I'm not able to coordinate plans of attack, and I can do just fine. In fact, if I'm actually playing the game, like, I haven't played this game in weeks. Literally since the last Rainbow Six live stream, I haven't had a chance to play this game. I've been too busy. And if I'm playing it constantly, I can do just fine without a microphone, without, like, PlayStation 4 friends. So if that's a worry of yours, if that's a concern, don't let it stop you from buying the game. If it still looks like a game that you would enjoy, despite it being a frustrating shooter, don't forget that fact. It's definitely still a frustrating shooter, but it's a hell of a lot of fun at the same time. There's no other game like it.
Door secured.
So I highly recommend it, but don't let the friend situation stop you, man. Have fun with it. Of course, when I'm playing off-stream, using a microphone is paramount. If you can, use a microphone. Even if you're talking with strangers, they'll still communicate with you, and you will have a far, far greater chance of winning than you would otherwise.
Place device.
If a team really knows how to use microphones, there's no contest between that team and... shit. Between that team and a team that, doesn't use mics. That's how key it is. It's super key to use microphones. And also, headphones. You gotta be able to listen. This game requires full concentration. They're probably gonna breach that window, aren't they? Most likely. Oh, crap. That gunfire sounds close. I considered tossing C4, but it's too much of a risk. That riot shield operator was probably the only operator out there. Damn, it's bright outside. Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 versus 4. 4 versus 4. Looks like Frost is encountering hostile resistance. Drone is down. Oh, that was a shock drone. Holy crap. Oh, shit. Oh, nice, nice, nice. They secured the hostage and everybody scrambled. It looked like my team members were actually by the objective, but I guess they weren't. Damn! How do we lose that round? Nice, nice. I knew I heard somebody, and we definitely had a hostile in our location, and we were not watching the objective. Damn. That's why you want to use a microphone. You want to tell somebody, you want to tell your team members, look, I'm roaming, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Stay by the objective if you can. Please stay by the objective. And let me know if you're going to roam, and I'll come back and watch the objective. We'll take turns. It'll be like night watch. It's the second time they stole our precious cargo from underneath our own watch. If our watch was even present for that, which I think it wasn't. Still, good play on their side. Awesome play on their side. We deserved that. We deserved what we got. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Do a Seth Rogen impression. Ha! Oh. I would not be... Actually, I can kind of do a Seth Rogen impression without even trying. At least I've been told it sounds like Seth Rogen. But I've never actually purposely tried to do a Seth Rogen impression before. Your voice reminds me of Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem. I appreciate that, May. It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem. I'd break a broom handle off in your ass. I love the Duke. I hope we had a proper next-gen Duke Nukem 3D styled game. Duke Nukem 3D, but in 2016. That would blow people out of the water. Seriously. Duke Nukem First Time was pretty revolutionary, and that kind of game today, if it was done right, it would still be rock solid. That formula is awesome. What they need to do is they need to make another Duke Nukem game in the hands of competent developers, using the spirit of Duke Nukem, similar to how Wolfenstein: The New Order was made. Wolfenstein: The New Order was a fantastic game, and it was based on the original Wolfenstein games. They brought it back to that magic. It was a fun, dumb shooter with an interesting story, and that's what we need more of. Duke Nukem would make an awesome, fun, dumb shooter with an interesting story. And it looks like Doom is going for that as well. You know what we need? We need Duke Nukem to be owned by Bethesda, because Bethesda knows how to do games like Duke Nukem. It looks like Doom is going to be a fantastic follow-up to the Wolfenstein: The New Order style of game. Although it's not made by the same developers, it looks like it's the publisher that's making these smart, conscious These smart, conscious decisions to make these games similar to how they were when they first had their initial success. And that's a very smart business strategy, in my opinion. People really just want more of the same, but better, as far as Doom and Duke Nukem 3D and Wolfenstein are concerned. Hopefully Doom is like Doom 1 and Doom 2, but better. It looks like that's what they're going for. They're not going for the super dark, realistic, gritty aspect like Doom 3 did. They're not going for the horror aspects. They're just going for plain old dumb fun. No eyes on hostiles in the windows. Damn, 4 versus 5. We lost somebody. We actually lost Sledge. It was really a shame. Oh, hold on. Nice. Good shot by my teammates.
I'm out.
Time to make a new door.
Luckily, they saw me before they saw him. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. We just lost somebody. They're down. It's now basically 3 versus 3. We can't count our 4th operative anymore. If we knew where the objective was, we would have a humongous advantage compared to where we are right now. I'm thinking I saw an enemy in this window, but I'm not positive on that. Alright, Buck is moving in. He's reviving our teammate. I gotta cover him. It's time to stop the scouting. Oh, damn, he's done. Alright. He didn't like being in there either. Nice. Hostage has been located. I'm gonna see if I can see anybody inside of this little window frame we got here. No eyes. We needed Thermite. We couldn't have let him die. I'll watch the door if Thermite places the breaching charge. Looks like he's already placed a breaching charge, so we should be okay. That's an exothermic breaching charge is able to destroy reinforced metal walls. Normal breaching charges can only destroy walls that haven't been reinforced with metal. They can destroy armor panels and regular wood. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff.
Serious drywall work coming up.
Jaeger device is down. Exothermic breaching charge is out. Nice. My teammate's moving in. I'm gonna provide fire. 3 versus 1. We just have 1 hostile remaining. Nice! Round 1 is ours. Enemies have been eliminated. Beautiful. They were smart. They knew that we were watching the window, so they were pushing themselves up to the walls. Good strategy. They placed a ton of bear traps near the windows. They expected us to not spot those things. Okay, yeah. Luckily, we had a good teammate that realized he couldn't enter through the other window, so we entered through this one. I'm going to roll with an M101 for shotgun. Since this is Hereford base, it's only close quarters combat, and we don't really need the range of the UMP-45. It is useful, but it's not necessary. It's best that we get our damage out as soon as possible. If you start dealing damage to the enemy before they start dealing it to you, that's key. Yeah, the Emperor is definitely one of the... Talking about Battlefront now. The Emperor is definitely one of the best heroes. If you guys are wondering who the best hero is, a lot of people are speculating that it's actually Greedo or 9nub. It used to be bar none, the Emperor was the best, and honestly, I still feel like he is. The chain lightning attack he's able to deal is incredible. It's even able to arc back behind cover, which Greedo's shot isn't able to do, even though it's technically kind of like arc lightning because it's able to target multiple foes at once. It doesn't actually travel from foe to foe, obviously, so it can't arc behind cover. And Greedo can't spawn health for himself like the Emperor can. And the Emperor also has the ability to do his Serpentine Force Leap, his Force Dash through the air, which allows himself to position himself behind the enemy, up closer behind cover. All kinds of different little strategies that the Empire can put into place if they got Palpatine. Still haven't found a place that I want to watch yet. Oh, crap. Oh, thank God. He was just making a hole so we could see. Alright, let's do this thing. We're going to be as quiet as we possibly can so we can hear the hostiles. Nice. 4 versus 5. They took one of ours down. Castle is dead. I'm not pulling anything up on my heartbeat sensor. Wait. Wait. We got some enemies below us, and I think some enemies to the south. I'm gonna stand up so I have no chance of hitting the hostage. Sludge is down. Now I'm crouching down in front of the hostage, so maybe they have a chance of hitting it. Gotta make sure they don't come up behind us. Or through tricky means, like this window over here. Window looks kinda safe. But I still don't trust like that. No eyes on the enemy. I don't know if they're a... Whoa, hold on. Oh no. Okay, we've got multiple angles to watch for. I'm gonna stand up so I won't hit the hostage, but they may. Alright, looks like he's watching that, so I'm gonna watch this. Oh, nice. Good shot. Damn good shot. Oh, crap. That was a flashbang.
One friendly remaining.
Damn! I shouldn't have used my C4. I was expecting that they wouldn't bum rush me, but they did. They did. Oh man, that fell apart so fast. All right, round 3, attack. We've won once, we've lost once. The round we won, we were attackers. The round we lost, we were defenders. I think we work slightly better as attackers than we do as defenders. Still, that match was damn close. Damn close. What I should have done was I should have used my C4 sooner than I actually anticipated that I'd need to. But whatever. Bygones are bygones. Let's focus on this attack. That was a good bum rush though. That was damn good. Hello. Looks like I know where the objective is.
Confirmed.
Oh, damn. Well, we've still found the hostage. We still found the hostage, even though our jump came up a little short. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, we have got all the enemies ID'd as well. We have Frost, Mute, Jaeger, Rook, and Castle on the hostile team. Which means we're going to have to watch out for their defensive capabilities. They have exclusively defensive capabilities, actually. Castle
Insertion in
is
5
able to
seconds.
reinforce barricades. Jaeger is able to destroy grenades before they detonate. Rook gives armor to each of his team members. And of course, Frost has bear traps that cannot be destroyed by Thatcher's EMP grenades. And Mute has a signal jammer, which does as described. Alright, they haven't pierced any of the windows, so it doesn't look like we have any roamers. Roamers are still a possibility, though. They're on our floor, which means they're very, very close to us at all times, even from spawn. The recruit has just placed a breaching charge, I believe. Yes, he has. Damn, I'm surprised he's able to place that without getting shot at. And he pulls it back up without getting shot at. Wow. Alright, looks like they're actually using mics. I think that's why he removed it. Which is pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. Gotta make sure not to shoot the hostage. Oh, phew. That was close. I was so afraid that my bullets were gonna jump to the hostage, but I decided to take the shot anyway. Luckily, it paid off. God damn it, Thermite. Damn it, Thermite. Don't walk in front of somebody when they're aiming down the sights. And if you are gonna do it, crouch. For God's sake, crouch. I could have shot... Jesus Christ, man. I could have shot you. You gotta practice proper fire etiquette. Proper teammate etiquette. Looks like we don't have any more hostiles inside of this room. No. No, that can't be. That can't be it. That's what I thought. Nice! Headshot! Beautiful! Round 3 is ours. Op 4 has been eliminated, and we didn't even need to extract the hostage. That was beautiful! So, that is a case of us winning rock, paper, scissors. Our strategies perfectly aligned against the enemy strategies. That is the best that your team can hope for, or any team can hope for. That was great. Hopefully, we can execute this defensive match as well as we're able to execute the offensive match. We have won 2 rounds. We have lost once. We just need one more round win to win this game. The enemy needs 2 wins in a row to win the game, so it's looking good for us, but we still can't get cocky. Our overconfidence is truly our weakness. Alright, let's figure out where we are. This is not my favorite place to defend, but hell, let's do our best anyway. It's better than the last place that we defended from, that's for goddamn sure. Pardon my language. Alright, so I don't actually have a lot to put up in terms of defenses or traps. So I'm just gonna work on my teammates' ideas and let's see, what could we use? What could we use? This would be very helpful to us. If we force them to go through that window, that definitely limits their mobility. Nice. We don't want him funneling in, just pouring out. We want him bottlenecked.
5 seconds and counting.
There. Now instead of a gushing river, we just have a trickle.
Be advised, Op 4 has visual on the hostage.
Alright, so we're now in the action phase, which means the enemies are currently on their way. And they've been on their way for 10 seconds. I'm gonna utilize the heartbeat sensor to hopefully locate them, and I need to fall silent so I can hear their footsteps. I realize that I don't have any armor. I know. But it's too late. My teammates are opening fire. I don't believe they're opening fire against hostiles. No, they are. They are. You can never tell if they're trying to just create a hole in a wall or if they're actually engaging in combat. So far, my heartbeat sensor is replying negative. Wait. It's good. Clear skies. We have them. Enemy spotted. Enemy was taken down without any effort. Beautiful, beautiful. Whoa! Whoa! This is bad. So, while I was already over here, they created some cover, which is making my situation really sticky because they could either come from this crap.
Nitro.
Trying to make sure we have no teammates over there. No, we don't. Damn, no dice on the enemy. So close to damaging the enemy. I just saw him run past. Time to watch this doorway.
Remaining.
We have one hostile remaining. I'm going to see if I can locate him using my cardiac sensor. Damn. Teammate is down. I don't see him, so I'm going to revive her. Come on. Stop bleeding in my boots. Alright, she's good. She's good. Ah, still no eyes. I was pretty sure he wasn't over here because my scanners didn't pick him up. Luckily, he wasn't because I really exposed myself. What about these windows? No. Really? That's interesting. That's kind of weird, actually. Okay, so... southeast is clear. For now. What about northwest? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Oh! He was right in front of me! Don't live your lives behind a digital screen. Hopefully my teammates have got this. Yes! Round 4 is won. Beautiful! That is a victory for our team. Awesome. I was too reliant on the heartbeat sensor. Use the Force, Luke. Don't use your technology. Feel where the enemy is. The Force surrounds us, binds us to every living thing. See, I was like Luke Skywalker, except I was in the alternate universe where Luke Skywalker decided to continue to use his guidance instead of using the Force. His guidance computers would have made him miss, but he used the Force instead of utilizing guidance computers, and that is what allowed him to survive. And thrive, actually. He didn't just survive, he didn't just not die, but he killed the Death Star, which is extremely impressive. By the way, guys, we're going to be doing a massive subscriber live stream battle of Rainbow Six Siege Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe even earlier, I'm going to say 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to play Rainbow Six Siege with us on stream, go to your friends list. Go to communities. Search for the Massive G community with no space. This is the official thing right here. We've got 3.7 thousand awesome massive family members, awesome massive gamers inside of this community. So you can also find people to play with inside of our Massive G community. But this is how you're primarily going to be able to join up with us come Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we'll be playing with the fam. And we're not just going to be playing with the fam, but also against the fam. Both sides are going to be filled with massive subscribers, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Once again, thank you, Massive Family, for joining us for this. We're going to play one more match before we actually head off, and let's do it. We actually have 2 people join up with us right now, 2 Massive Family members, and let's see if I can find out who they are. Jaden Caleb and the Sporadic E. Welcome, guys. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Let's do this thing. Super hot. But yeah, once again, Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Can't wait to play with you guys. If you got a PlayStation 4, if you have a copy of Rainbow Six Siege, you'll be able to play with us. It's going to be awesome, and we're going to throw it down. That's weird. Weren't able to find a match. Let's try it again. Massive, please tell me how you got that PlayStation 4 background. Search laser or cat in PlayStation 4 themes, and you'll be able to find it. It was like $3. It was something stupid like that, but it was worth it. I love this theme. This is great. Totally worth the $3. There's actually a couple killer themes on the PlayStation 4 marketplace. And surprisingly, the 2 best themes, and this is one of them, the 2 best themes, in my opinion, aren't even game themes. They're completely unrelated to video games. Team Deathmatch. Secure area. Let's do this. Round 1. Defense. I think I'm going to roll as Pulse instead of... No. I'm going to roll as Frost instead of Pulse. We utilize the 9mm C1 instead of the Super 90 because this is not quite close quarters combat. We're playing the bank, which means the engagement distance is going to be a little greater than CQC. Alright, let's lock in that loadout. Massive, play Super Truck. Super Truck, that parody of Super Hot. Like, where trucks are slowing down time and you gotta hop from truck to truck. We should do that. Especially with Mirror's Edge Catalyst coming out soon. It's kind of a parkoury game. Super truck. Super truck. Super truck. Hell yeah, I'm playing Encounter Break. I can't wait. Super interesting looking game. The fact that they're combining like full motion video with, well, a game? They're using full motion video as cutscenes for a game. That's crazy. EA's Need for Speed has done that. Who else has done that? Damn, I can't actually remember off the top of my head.
We need to protect the
It's been done
biohazard
before,
container.
but it's not really been done to this level. This is like some next level stuff in terms of full motion video cutscenes. And the reason they're doing full motion video cutscenes is apparently because that's how confident they are in the game's graphics. And honestly, the game looks damn good. I haven't played it myself, but I've done a lot of research on it. And I've been watching all the developer diary videos. I read the technical breakdowns, and I'm excited, honestly. I didn't really know what to think when it was first announced at E3 a few years ago. In fact, wasn't it... Damn it. Wasn't it first announced at... there he is. Beautiful. See, you just gotta take the time to line up your shots. Don't get panicky.
Unknown. Keep it secure.
Anyway, wasn't it first announced at E3 2013?
Op 4
I think it was
spotted the
2013.
biohazard container.
And it's here. I can't believe it. Wow. The year 2016. Damn. Okay. Where do I want this? I'm gonna place it here, since it's really dark. Hopefully they won't see it. Yeah, look at that. It looks like part of the floor. Damn. Alright, well, my teammates just opened fire. 5 versus 4. We've taken out IQ. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. 5 versus 3. Nice. Just took down Ash. Doorway looks clear so far. You know what? I'm gonna utilize the cameras. Oh, they're really close. They are really close. I saw them. I'm seeing them. Yes!
Or last stop standing.
Anybody else around here? We have one final hostile remaining. And I don't actually know where they are. Who is it? It's an unknown. It's a variable. I don't like variables. Since it's an unknown, that means we haven't seen it on the cameras before, so we have no Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Sporadicy. I almost shot you. You scared the crap out of me. Damn. 2 versus 1, huh? Well, we know the general direction of our enemy.
One
Shit.
friendly operator remaining.
Ah,
Friendly
thank God. Oh, it sounded like gunfire, but I just like knocked something off that desk when I got on top. Didn't that sound like gunfire? Whew. Oh man. Reflexes play a huge part in this game. I know I keep saying that it's not the biggest part of the game. And it isn't. The biggest part of Black Ops 3 or Counter-Strike would probably be reflexes. I'm not saying that those games aren't strategical. Counter-Strike, I don't even know how you guys play it. Those of you that are good at Counter-Strike, hats off to you. Seriously, that's pretty incredible. That's not an easy game. But, the importance of reflexes, it's kind of downplayed in Rainbow Six Siege, but it is still a component. It's still a major component, and I want to stress that because I haven't really stressed that before. I've kind of stressed against it, but it still is a big component of the game. I mean, I would have lost that for our team if I didn't get that kill with reflexes. And I have done that in the past. I have won us plenty of victories with reflexes and also lost us plenty of victories because of reflexes. Or a lack thereof. Nice! Alright, we found the biohazard container location, and it's looking good for us. Nice. Awesome shot by Jaeger.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
Ha! That drone just smashed that lamp off that desk. Oh, that was hilarious. Are you going to stream No Man's Sky when it comes out? This live stream channel will turn into a No Man's Sky live stream channel when No Man's Sky comes out. No, but seriously, I'm going to play so much No Man's Sky. It's going to be unreal. It's going to be unreal. That's one of the games that I'm most excited about experiencing with you guys. Not that I'm not excited to play it by myself. I'm excited to have a solitary experience No Man's Sky as well, but oh man, that's a game that's going to be so much goddamn fun playing with you guys. Holy crap, that's going to be amazing. I seriously cannot wait. I'm jittery with anticipation of No Man's Sky. It's going to be like my new favorite game to stream. I'm also super excited for Vive and Oculus. I'm checking my email literally 10, 20 times a day. And my bank account to see if I've been charged for Vive or Oculus. I got my Oculus ship order in 35 minutes after it opened up. I know, super late, but that's literally the fastest I was able to get the checkout process to work, period. They had a lot of errors, a lot of issues with the launch of the Oculus, release the pre-ordering process for the Oculus. I got my Vive order in way sooner, 10 minutes after. Actually, possibly even 9 minutes, but between 9 and 10 minutes. So, I could be in Wave 1, but I could also be in Wave 2. 50-50, it's really up in the air. A lot of people, it's generally said that if you're before 9 minutes, you're Wave 1. If you're after 9 minutes, you're Wave 2. But I've seen 10-minute orders and 15-minute orders getting Wave 1. I'm not holding my breath, but I am crossing my fingers.
Threat is neutralized. Secure the container.
So weird that I haven't seen any hostiles yet.
Securing the container.
Unfortunately, my team member was just taken out, which is why I haven't moved up there yet. Because I'm very wary of the presence of hostiles. I actually shot myself in the foot by breaching that barrier. Now that that barricade's gone, I can't safely check the two barricades at once. Alright, I need to move in. I need to move closer.
1 op 4 remaining. Hostile activity. Neutralize the threat.
Holy
Secure the
shit!
biohazard container.
Round 2 is still won, but holy shit! Good shot by Twitch. Oh, I was lined up to get the perfect shot on Jaeger right here. And just as I was squeezing the trigger, she took me down. Good job, Twitch. Alright, this is round 3, defend. We've won the last 2 rounds. I'm gonna play his pulse. Nice. We've won the last 2 rounds, but we can still lose this round if we're not careful. We just need 1 more round win to win the game. The enemy needs 3 wins in a row to win the game, and they can definitely do that. We don't want to let our overconfidence be our weakness here. Don't get cocky, kid. Seriously. We're in the home stretch. We just need 1 more victory, and we're good. We're free. Let's do it. Let's concentrate. Let's focus.
To protect the biohazard
And I believe in
container.
us.
Secure the room.
So, let's do what we already know we can. Alright, I don't have any traps, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my reinforcers, and then I'm going to find a decent spot to roam. I think I'm actually going to roam here. You know what? I'm definitely going to roam. As soon as I get this reinforcer up, I'm gonna be on my way to the 2nd floor. Which it looks like my teammates already are on the 2nd floor. Is that right? Yeah. I've got 15 seconds. I'm going to use those 15 seconds to see where my teammates go. If they go back downstairs, I'm going to go upstairs. If they stay upstairs, I'm going to stay downstairs.
5 seconds left.
Are they following drones? I think they're following drones. Alright, they're both going back downstairs, so I'm going to stay upstairs.
Biohazard container.
Which again, it's a risk. I totally could muck this all up by being where I am, but at the same time, it could work out for us very nicely. Alright. We have to be very quiet. Oh, shit. Shit! Pardon my language.
Setting up here.
They know I'm here. That's bad. What I have to do now is I have to be quiet and wait to hear the footsteps. We got some gunfire. Our teammate Capcom was taken down. Smoke is almost down. Alright, I'm gonna use the cardiac sensor. 4 versus 5. Damn it. They've killed Smoke. Capcan is still down. Oh, now he's dead. No, Doc is dead. Damn it.
Protect the biohazard container.
Damn
Op
it.
4 has found the biohazard container. Op 4 is securing the container. Biohazard container securing paused. Take
I'm
out the
securing it.
Op 4 has spotted the biohazard container.
We still have to be very cautious. Oh! Oh! Came up behind us.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh my god. Came up behind us. Nothing we could have done about that. Damn. The only thing we could have done was position ourselves in such a manner where we would not have been at risk. That's why you don't always want to be a roamer. Alright, we're going with the attacking team. We're now on the offensive team, so we've lost once, but we had 2 consecutive wins, so we just need 1 more win to secure our victory. The enemy needs 2 in a row, so the odds are still in our favor, but let's not let that get us cocky. We didn't get cocky last time, we just used the wrong strategies. We had too many people roaming. That's how a few of our teammates were killed immediately. Shit. Excuse my language. We should not have.
Locate the biohazard container.
Capcan was where it started. If you're gonna roam, make sure you're in such a place where the enemy's not gonna be able to kill you. Because if you're a liability, you're either a roamer or you're a roaming liability. And I'm not saying that I haven't been a roaming liability before, because I most certainly have, but yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate. We don't have to worry about being a roamer now, so that's good, I guess. I'm gonna head downstairs and see if that's where they're located. Yeah, definitely. Oh, crap! Ah! Get behind cover, get behind cover. Run, 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 run! Jump, jump! Oh my god, are you serious? Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh, okay. We're almost to the biohazard container location, wherever that is. Oh, crap. Jaeger's coming after me hard! Oh, goodness. Damn it! Well, it's at the bottom floor. I couldn't get in anyway, because they had some signal jammers in place. They fried my drone. At least we know where it is. It's just a little tricky, because my teammates don't have a fix on it. Well, I mean, they know where it is, I'm sure. But it's just so much simpler if you have an objective marker on your location. Someone was like, yo, Massive, send a message to everybody inside of the squad right now and tell them all to go as SHIELD next time you play the game. I don't know about that. I honestly don't know about that. SHIELD is definitely not my best operative. No eyes. I've got eyes on hostile targets. I'm really wary about hitting my teammates right now. I don't want to hit any friendlies. Oh my god, Fuse, you're making me so nervous. He's fine though. He's crouched. So he's good, he's good. Damn. Damn. 2 versus 5. Oh, crap!
Reloading.
Jaeger was coming after me hard. I got a few hits on him. Nothing too fancy. Holy crap.
Reload.
Damn it.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Shit. Oh, how my teammates doing? How my teammates doing? None of the drones are visible. Alright, my teammate just tossed a frag. Sledge is the sole surviving member of our team. He is the sole surviving operative. Oh, crap.
Friendlies have been eliminated.
Round 4 is lost. That means it's now 2-2. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, it looked like we were gonna win. We got cocky. We got so cocky. That was a brilliant defense. I was terrified to go down there. They were literally everywhere. Are we gonna be Frost or Pulse? You know what? I think we need a Pulse. Okay, cool. So I'm glad someone took a Frost because we needed that as well. I would go for Frost if no one took Frost, but we got Pulse, we got Castle, we got Doc, we got Rook. I'm considering rolling as Capcan. More traps, the merrier. How did they kill us last time? They didn't kill us last time using gadgets. Although I could go as mute. It's too late now. It's too late now. This is 0 hour, ladies and gentlemen. We have won 2 games. We have lost 2 games. It is in the air. This is the absolute last round. If we're gonna win, this is where we need to do it. The time is now. Let's do this thing. We have 30 seconds to prepare. Roughly 30 seconds. Okay, where do I want to place this stuff? These definitely need to go. All this stuff back here. That is not okay. Hopefully my teammates do the same. These walls are incredibly dangerous. We don't want them to be able to surround us, and they will definitely be able to surround us. I just realized I didn't switch to my shotgun. I really wish that I switched to my shotgun instead of the UMP-45. Shotgun is my weapon of choice, not the weapon that I'm currently using.
Op 4 has found the biohazard container.
Alright, so the enemy has located the biohazard container. They know where we are. Oh, crap, man. Rook, you place your stuff in a completely odd manner. Place it all the way down there where your teammates aren't? Oh, goodness. Alright, I'm going to stop walking around. I'm going to go crouch. That way the enemy isn't able to hear me as easily. And hello. Oh, shit. Time to fall back. Alright, where's that little drone? There he is. The moment window is clear. 5 versus 4. We took down their sniper glass. Window is still clear. I'm gonna take a... Hold up, hold up, hold up. That's why the window is clear.
Protect the biohazard. Stop the hostage container.
Damn. Damn. Fuse is a wild card. No eyes on Fuse. Is he going to this window? Oh, yeah, looks like he was. Got tons of grenades pouring in. I'm watching those. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good kill, good kill.
Stop standing.
We just have one final enemy, and it is Fuse. Oh, there he is. Beautiful.
Eliminated.
We have won the round. Enemies have been eliminated. That was awesome. Nice. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't roaming. That wasn't a bad call. Really bad call. Oh, that was nice. That was a good game. Orange team win. Secure deathmatch. Yeah! I honestly didn't expect, after the first round, I would have said that we would have, like, had a flawless victory, but I'm glad it wasn't. We had 2 more games that we played, 2 more than we expected. And it was tense. It was tense. That's the best type of game where the enemy is just as good as you are. The enemy team is on point with your team. Same skill. It's like fighting your mirror self. Oh, that was great! Oh, who are we playing with? Who are we playing with just now? There's one of them. Sporadic E. Thank you, Sporadic E, and I believe the other guy was Caleb. Thank you, Sporadic E and Caleb, for being part of our team. You guys did awesome, and we will be playing with massive family members again on Friday. This coming Friday. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're going to start that stream. We may start a little earlier, but if you guys have a PlayStation 4, if you have Rainbow Six Siege, play with us. We got the massive G community here. That's probably going to be the easiest way for you guys to join up and play with us come Friday, but it's going to be awesome. We're going to have 5 massive family members in one team fighting 5 massive family members on the other team. Of course, I'm going to be one of those massive family members. And yeah, it's going to be sweet, it's going to be awesome, and we will be live streaming again tomorrow with Quantum Break and Star Wars Battlefront. So hope you guys join us for tomorrow's live stream, and it has been an absolute pleasure playing with you guys today. And hanging out, having some Rainbow Six Siege. It's been far too long since we last played. I think it's been almost 2 weeks since our last Siege live stream. So, much love, Massive Family, and until next time, game massively. And of course, it is now time for shoutouts. I'm sure you guys have been very patient, and I appreciate you. We usually do our shoutouts toward the end of a live stream. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the squad so they can't accidentally like bring me into a game. And I'm going to lock myself real quick. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shout out for like we're going to do top 5 shoutouts. I'm doing something new called top 5 shoutouts. And I'm going to do as many shoutouts as I can in each of my favorites operators. So let's start with Ash. And we're going to have some badass visuals behind these shoutouts. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. Let's do it! Shout out to Xavier Rodriguez. Shout out to Koopa Khan. Shout out to War2. Shout out to Jack the Baller. Shout out to Bart Hawk. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Dubstep Masters. Shout out to Jean Cadet. Shout out to Miguel. Shout out to Boba Fett. Shout out to K Willie 8. Dark Shadow. Henry Batzler. Shout out to Skate Matthew Videos. Who do you think is the best operator for defending and attacking? Attacking, for me, it's G36C with Ash. Defending, it's either Pulse with a shotgun or Super 90 and Frost. Shout out to FIFA Fire. Shout out to Dark Shadow. Shout out to Diane V. Shout out to I almost shut out twice. Shout out to Jester2981. Shout out to Dark Shadow. Shout out to Rafael Ramirez. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to Morgan. Shout out to Caleb. And what we're gonna do next? Let's do Pulse next. He's awesome. This is operator number 2. Shout out to No Name. Shout out to Henry. Shout out to Trollface. Joseph Pita. Rafael Ramirez. Shout out to Joshua Fitzgerald. William Ashworth. Shout out to Juan Ayala. Shout out to Jay Nicholson. Shout out to Noob Slayer 115456. Shout out to Henry. Shout out to Xavier Steele. Steamed Mango. Harry Crasfer. Shout out to Simon Williams. Joseph Pita. Joe Murphy. Devin Mitchell. Shout out to Hagen. Shout out to Chris M. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to CXICYOY. Dubstep Masters. Xavier Rodriguez. Jim Payton. Shout out to Morgan Wilbur. Valter Until. Shout out to Hayden Crago. Shout out to Chris M. And let's find the next operator. Shout out to CJ Sniper. Shout out to Kicking the Organs. Shout out to Squeaker Boy. Shout out to Steven Simon. Shout out to Rock. Shout out to Claire the Mechanic. Shout out to Dan Mansfield. That's kind of dark. If he knew that my mother was dead anyway. Kicking the organs. That's a very dark thing to say. Unless, well, I mean, why would you say that if she, like, if, I don't know. That's weird. Regardless, I'm going to move on, give the benefit of the doubt. Shout out to Pick Bro. Shout out to Max the Man 202. Shout out to Andrew Reed. Shout out to Chris M. Shout out to Chris Ramen. Shout out to Rock Macho. Squeaker Boy. Shout out to Steve Simon. Shout out to Legit Man 440. Shout out to Timmy Typhoon. Frost. That's, oh, she doesn't have a video. That sucks. I forgot. Get on it. Make some videos for Frost and Buck. Mutes. I love me some mutes. Here we go. Shout out to Frank Iniqui. Cook with an Indian axe. Shout out to Max the Man. Shout out to Andrew Reed. Shout out to Chris M. Shout out to Albert T. Shout out to Joe Murray. Shout out to Porter. Shout out to Walid Ahmed. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Pandachu. Mini G. Lethal Taser. Talena Smith. Q Bell X. John Klein. Shout out to Andrew Reed. Shout out to Talena Smith. Shout out to Josh Play. Shout out to Roberto. Shout out to Q Bell X. Jackson Scott. Who else do I like? Thermite. Thermite is a necessity. Gotta do Thermite. Shout out to Trollface. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Planes, Trains, and Games. Shout out to Neftali Zayas. Shout out to Paul Smith. Say Yap Yap 123. Yap Yap 123. Shout out to Bossatron 2000. Jack Botzler. Shout out to Isaiah. Well, hold on, scroll past. Shout out to Isaiah Salmarin. Shout out to Andrew Reed. Shout out to Artur. Shout out to Joe Murray. Shout out to Unseen Victory. Who else we got here? Hottie F. Krista and Dylan Blythe. Shout out to Midnight 9821. Theo Palin. JK Fantastic Gaming. Shout out to UY Trong, who just joined the Massive Family. Welcome to Massive Family, man. Shout out to Midnight 9821. Shout out to Jack the Baller. Shout out to Neftali and Cam Klein and Dennis Calero. And shout out to Dylan Smith, and I think this is the 5th one. Who's going to be the 5th? Maybe it should be Thatcher. Do like me some Thatcher. Let's do Thatcher as the 5th. Shout out to Cole, 2D2. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to Dylan Smith, Arctic Fire HD, Midnights. I think that's pretty much everybody. It's no problem kicking the organs. I wasn't sure if you were just making a dark joke or whatever, but it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. It's time for the shout out challenge. I think I shout out everybody that wanted to shout out. Wait, we got some more people. Shout out to Mahone. Shout out to EA Sports. It's in the game. Shout out to Colby Marini. Shout out to Dina Meat Boom. And it's now time. Oh, wait. Shout out to Arisha Burns. I don't know how I missed you. And I missed Tyler Wright as well. Shout out to Tyler Wright. Who else did I miss? Savini Games. Shout out to you. Shout out to Shepard. Commander Shepard. And shout out to Albert T. He's been with us for most of the stream, I think. Shout out to Albert. Shout out to Chris Rumman. Shout out to Zachary McLaughlin. Dylan Smith. St. Jeff. Shout out to Gabby. And now it's time for the shout out challenge, I think. Wait, I think I mispronounced one of those last names. Shout out to Zachary McLaughlin. There we go. Perfect. All right, it's now time for the shout out challenge. So, shout out to Christopher Mason and shout out to Alex Kransick. Yeah, shout out challenge is 61. That is the all-time record, and we're going to try to beat that today. If you guys are new to the Massive family, welcome. I'm going to lay down the law of the land for this challenge. I got to do as many shout outs as I can in one breath. It's getting hot in here. I gotta turn up the fan. Take my shirt off. Alright. Ready for the challenge. I'm gonna do my absolute best here. Alright, let's do this thing. Oh my god, it's so hot. It's so hot. I need to turn the AC on. So, I'm cold. Or it's a little chilly. It's not hot. That's for damn sure. It's a little chilly in this house before I start a stream. But after I start a stream, especially if it's intense like Rainbow Six, oh my goodness. Alright. I'm ready. My entire body is being cooled right now because this fan is on. Can you hear how loud that is? I don't think it's supposed to go this fast. There's usually not a fourth setting the fans, is there? I feel like the fan's gonna fall. If the fan falls and crashes and I'm dead, you know what happened. Let's do this thing. Over 61 shoutouts. That is the goal. That is the goal. Carlos, Henry, Jose, Kulik, Sparto. Damn it, I gotta start again. Mispronounced one of the names. Mahone Dare, Fullwax, Joe, Tyler, Timmy, Morgan, Cutie, Trollface, Henry, V4, Edrol, The Jack, Henry Wallet, Aricia, Quasi, Theo, Henry, Scott, Jaron, Tyler, V4, Morgan, Albert T, Bros, Martin, JK, Errol, 420, Jack the Baller, VP4, Dare, Morgan, Paul, Spencer, Rock, Shady, Tyler, Troll, Jack, Unseen Victory, Haiti, Bart, Noob Slayer, Paul, Alex, Tyler, Daniel, William, Xavier, Jacob, F. Tyler, 777, Harold, Danny, I'm. Who's it? Spencer. Okay, the last one didn't count. Let me backspace. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Usually when I've never actually missed the last one before. Usually it's like, unknown. But that time, actually wasn't able to finish it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, we're at the halfway point. Does look like we're doing that great so far. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I think 60 is where we're at. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Are you serious? Oh, damn it. Oh, man. If I would have been able to just choke out that last shout out, we would have hit our record. We would not have surpassed the record, true. But we would have hit the record. That is the first time in like a week that we've hit 60. Usually we've been landing somewhere in the 50s range, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting close. In fact, I think the last couple shoutout challenges, I think we got closer to 60 than we had previously. Because when we hit 61, that was a miracle. The stars aligned. I was able to shout like people out constantly. I didn't have any trouble like reading as it scrolled. That was a beautiful storm. I think we might surpass 60 soon, because I've been practicing breathing exercises and stuff, and that sounds so lame. I've been practicing breathing exercises and stuff for the shoutout challenge, but still, yeah. Maybe soon. We came damn close today. Once again, thank you, massive family, for joining us for this Rainbow Six live stream. It's been awesome, and once again, we're going to be doing a massive war between subscribers come Friday. This Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My God, that fan is loud. We will be doing a subscriber battle in Rainbow Six Siege. So if you own a PS4, if you own Rainbow Six Siege, come play with us. And we'll be streaming Quantum Break and Star Wars Battlefront The Outer Rim tomorrow. So I hope you guys join us up for that. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be awesome. And until then, game massively. And stay frosty out there. Much love, massive fam. Buy an oxygen tank. Yeah, that would be perfect. Like, just buy a tiny little oxygen tank. You know, the quiet ones where you guys can't hear it. Puncture a hole somewhere, maybe near my lung, and then stick the tube in. That is how you can get the infinite shoutout challenge. Because it's still kind of holding your breath a little bit, I guess. You know, my lungs would probably explode. I would screw it up somehow. In any case, until tomorrow, guys, stay frosty. I just realized that I still have the volume super low, so that intro was probably extremely quiet. Let me fix that for you guys.